would help with it. Probably do that. I don't know if anything to show, but we can try. I don't know. Who knows? If anybody shows, they show. Okay. Hey, Patriot. Just to let you know, my dad was a Marine too, so thank you for your service. And prepping 101, so thank you. Hey, Blake. Hey, Grace. How you guys doing? Yep, definitely. Yeah, I just got done with Tyler Woods Bushcraft's Jeopardy game. I barely squeaked out a win out of that one. That was pretty cool. He's planning on doing it again tomorrow, I heard. So anything's possible. So how is everybody doing so far? I just definitely. So what's new? Let's see here. Blake is cooking baking because of me. Blake is cooking baking because of me. Yes, it's my evil side. There, Blake. You got to have bacon. It's like breathing. Got to get it in before Monday. Yep, that's true, Kentucky. Okay. So how much bacon are you planning on eating before Monday, Blake? Yeah, if it helps you get your cholesterol down, I mean, is your cholesterol really high or is it just elevated? What's up, Copper? How you doing? Bacon with beer? As much as you, whatever bacon you don't want, you can send our way. We will eat bacon. We love bacon. Bacon and tomato sandwiches on whole wheat. It's one of my favorites. Well, that makes sense. So if anybody wants to come up, please let me know. You're more than welcome to. We can chat it out and see what's going on in the world. I've got a picture of my. Oh, you're not wrong, Grace. Well, Jenny's doing her thing, but venison bacon is very good. Bouncing back and forth between YouTube and StreamYard. Oh, I hate to tell you this, but on my channel, we have a tendency to talk about food. It doesn't matter if we just got done eating. We could be not mention it at all. Next thing we know, we're talking about food. Whether it's growing food, cooking food, or eating food, or snacking, it happens here. Yep, that's definitely true. Hey, Nisi, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh yeah, I got something to show you guys, which I think is kind of cool. Let me get this off here. I have a banner from when I was doing. Yeah, we'll do that. He good to see you as well. Yeah, he said he was out of snacks. I think he ate all that jerky and beef sticks he had the other day. I think he's out. Man, he had a lot, so I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. Me, I'm out of Pepsi, and I mean that's my thing. And I just got done drinking one of these 1.25 liter bottles, and as you can see, I'm empty. It's okay, Lost. It happens. I mean, it was pretty easy once they gave me the one of the phonetic alphabet for environment. It was just simple. I'm supposed to be picking up some more venison soon, Grace. I just haven't done it yet. I had to ride with a driver on yesterday, so I never got a chance to pick any up because we went through our 50 pounds over a month ago. It's like that. We did stews, we did chili, we did oh my god, roasts, everything. So if anybody wants to come up, please let me know. You're more than welcome to do so. And I know you're just joking, Lost, because I have just playing the game. That was really really cool. For those people who need to check it out, please watch Tyler's Bushcraft Survival Camping Jeopardy live stream. It was really really cool. Smoked striper. I haven't had that. I've had striper, but not smoked. Um, I heard it's really good though. So, Patriot, you got a bow by any chance? I'm just curious. As an archer. Oh, now you're just bragging, Grace. I didn't have any of that, but we did eat quite well, just the same. Oh, I know you're playing around, boss. Well, we call it stripers here as well, Nisi, here in Iowa. We get some really good, or striped bass, whatever you want to call it. Everybody has their own name for it. We get big ones, not that big. I've only been through Kentucky once, maybe twice. Where does your sister live?
Huh?
Where does your sister live?
Tennessee.
Where?
Sorry.
She lives in Kentucky? My sister-in-law, Patriot, lives in Kentucky as well. What city?
Clarksville.
She lives in Clarksville. Hey, remote, how you doing? Oh, that's cool. So we got relatives down in Kentucky, Patriot. So my sister-in-law lives there. Let's see if anybody's going to pop up here. I don't know, but we'll find out. Ocean stripers? Okay, and now I'm confused. I just call them stripers. I don't know if there's a difference. Because I'm not much of a fisherman as my son is, or some of the other people that I know who fish a lot. My friend Cornfed, he is a really good fisherman, and as well as angler. Those guys, they'll outfish me all day long. Me, I'm an archer and bow hunter and backpacker, hiker. It's near Tennessee.
Yeah, she's on the Kentucky-Tennessee border.
Yeah, she's on the Kentucky-Tennessee border.
So she lives in Tennessee and she works.
Well, Cliff is supposed to be showing up soon. If he does, I'll bring him up. I don't know about Tyler. Tyler has been talking with Mark, so I'm not sure what they're doing. If he wants to come on, he's more than welcome. It's Tyler's schedule is Tyler's schedule. Well, I can understand that losing bait and tackle. As long as you're not losing your fishing poles, that would be the bad one. I did not know that, Blake. I just caught them all my life living on the Des Moines River when I was a kid. Never thought anything of it other than it's just another fish I can catch. I have attempted bow fishing at a expo once, but I had an issue with the bow that I was using due to the fact that it was both compound and right-handed. And since I'm left-handed, it makes it kind of tough. I can understand that too, remote. I don't lose my tackle, but yeah. Is this going to be okay? I might change this one here. I get to have some fun with this and see if everybody else is showing up. Not yet. Let's see. Let's change the banner. Let's go. Yeah, let's do that one. I'm changing my banners. I've tried to do fly fishing, Lori, and welcome, by the way. I haven't ever been able to succeed. My dad was a fly fisherman. I'm a just spin cast kind of guy. Even when I do for trout, same way. And I go trout fishing every year. Which reminds me, I got to get my trout license for this year. Wow. I didn't know it was has high salt levels. I don't know much about Kentucky. Much, to be honest. I think the Baseball Hall of Fame is there, I think. That's about all I know about Kentucky. I go trout fishing up in Yellow River State forest at the Little Paint campgrounds on Little Paint Creek, and they stock trout, and it's just a wonderful place to camp and backpack and all this other stuff. Cool. Look at this, like going to be a fishing channel today. It'd be kind of cool. Let's see if anybody's showing up. Not yet. Yeah, I've always wanted to check out that the bat place in Louisville, just because I like the wooden bats over aluminum any day. But I haven't played baseball since I was in high school, and that was many decades back. More than I really care to think about. Grace, have you done some trout fishing, I think, haven't you? I know Blake probably has. Okay, sorry for being laggy or whatever. But I use spinning rods and reels too. But I have mine's a collapsible one. Actually, I think I got it right over here. Toes. Ooh. Since I go backpacking, I must have. Oh, I didn't lose. I just on the wrong thing. I usually take this. It's about a 6 foot. Sorry, trying to figure out which way I need to go or to see it, the whole thing. It's about a 6 foot rod when it's fully extended, but it's where I use when I go backpacking. It's a simple one from Bass Pro. It works what I need and it fits my pack. And it was like less than $25, which is really nice. It's lightweight. And as you can see, I got it set up I got clasps for being in my pack. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, I found out telescopic rods are good to have no matter where you go, because you can always fish. When in doubt, you always catch something. It may not be big, it may be not plentiful, but you get something. Even if, yes, it is. Definitely great for trout. And here comes Lost. And you're here.
How we doing?
We're doing well. About time somebody come up.
Good, good. Yeah, I was wondering where Johnny or Tyler was.
Well, Tyler's probably doing something with Mark, since he says it's Mark's 5,000 subscriber big thing. And, you know,
Okay,
maybe
well, all right. Well, I have a real quick question.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Since your wife is right behind you, I want to know. Wifer, was he Googling stuff or not on the game?
What?
He wants to know if I was cheating or not.
I'm kidding, man.
No, you said better not be.
I'm totally kidding.
Oh, no, the thing is, one of the 500-point questions was the phonetic alphabet for environment, and the thing is, that was an easy one for me.
We both forgot one. We both forgot the O.
No, Oscar.
Oscar, yeah, we both forgot it. I noticed.
I still have that. I don't know if I even got that. Go back. I'd have to rewatch it. I mean, yeah, it stops on the chat there.
Wait, hey, who do I remind you of?
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, I told you I'm his twin.
Wrong era. I mean, he still have the sunshine right now.
Oh yeah, that would be so good. Look how dark it is here. My gosh.
Now, where are you from again, Ross?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Okay.
Yep.
Been there.
Yep. Yeah, and remember, man, this is the topic I was wanting to get on. I was going to say no fishing. No. But what
Okay.
about the reenacting? Remember that?
Which
we were talking about
I do a little bit of everything, except for
You
Civil War. I haven't done. I have not
you
done Civil
should,
War.
man. You should really do it.
And my wife is the one who's related to the certain general we discussed earlier.
Oh, wow. Tell her hello.
Well, why don't you tell her yourself?
Hey,
She's right.
Can I say what I was trying to say before?
Sure.
Ma'am, never ever feel like that was a burden on you, because that was one of the best generals in the world. And also, I want to say that I think the Union even realized that he was an awesome general because they made a base named after him, Fort Lee. So don't ever forget that, man.
Well, I think the Scottish and Irish heritage kind of outweighs it.
But she's a genetic. Yeah, she's the descendant of his brother. But still, that makes her uncle.
But still, don't feel disgusted, is what all I'm saying. Never ever feel and that goes for anybody in your chat. Never ever feel disgusted about your heritage. I come from the Mausers. They made the Mauser rifle. That's Nazi stuff, and also Confederates. And so, no, don't ever feel uncomfortable about where you came from. Is my own opinion.
One of my ancestors was with Robert the Bruce.
What, Robert the Bruce? Way back when, even.
Yeah. And then another one was with William Conqueror.
Yeah, she's got some good ancestry in her genes.
And I'm a Jewish princess, and I didn't know it.
She found out later on that she's related to some Jewish royalty way back when.
Oh wow, that's different. Yeah, that's different. That's definitely a big mixture right there.
Oh yeah,
she's amazing.
What my heritage was, I had to do it for a school project, and he says you're a Heinz 57, a little bit of everything. For school.
Heck yeah, nothing wrong with that. How are you doing? I heard you were are you you're not doing good with health right now or something?
Yeah, it's just seasonal stuff.
And the other thing that you got diagnosed recently.
Oh yeah, I have severe sleep apnea, so I gotta wear this pack thing on my nose.
Lord.
And?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, right now.
You're waking. I have it too. You're waking up in the middle of the night and can't breathe, right?
Yep. Actually, my cat wakes me up.
Well, I mean, look at my schnoz. I'm pretty sure that's the curse to the German heritage part.
Yeah.
Probably. I got German too. So.
Chad, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I'm going to say hi to people here while you guys are chatting.
Yeah, go ahead.
My dad's side is German.
What? I'm sorry?
My dad's side is Irish and German.
Oh, cool. Do you recall like what their names were in German?
My grandmother's maiden name was Foreman.
Okay, that's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, twins. Gotta get the two ends
awesome.
on there.
Isn't that kind of weird to think about it? Like, if you actually think about it, like our ancestors could have met and hung out and could have been like best friends or something back in the day. I don't know. I like to go outside of the. It's kind of like what is it? What's his name? He's a really good guy. Prepper outside the box. I like to go outside of the box. So I try to think outside of that box. Does that make sense?
So do I. If you notice.
Okay, I'll let you get back to my husband now.
Okay. Oh, okay. I hope you get better.
Yeah. She's amazing. She hasn't thrown me back yet.
Yeah. You have an awesome wife. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I do.
So
I tell her that every day.
Did you go back and look at that Oscar that we were both missing? I was like,
I did try to. I'd have to restart the whole thing and scroll way back.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was funny.
Yes, I mean, I could have been.
I did mine, and then I looked at yours, and I was like, why? Wait,
Okay,
there's an
I'm just
O in here.
be able to skip stuff. I just it's one of those things. I'm actually running it. I'm not sure if I can run it through and see if I can find the chats or not. Oh, he's not showing the chats. He's just showing the live stream. You don't get to see the chat.
Oh, he'll probably have to like reset it and then resend it, like
Right.
resave it, whatever. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even.
Well, this is interesting, man. So you make bows? Like I'm
I do
obviously
not. I do not make bows. I make bow
Oh.
strings, I've sold bows. I've owned my own archery range. I've been teaching for over 20 years.
Okay.
I would love to make bows. I have friends who do. I got 2 or 3 friends who actually make bows, like within my local circle of people I know, and they have me test their bows for them, since I'm better shot than they are.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I came from the world of the military, of course. You already know that, and came from the world of Blackheart International and all that, and still continue to do that kind of stuff to this day.
That's cool.
Roll and rock and roll with pistols and whatnot. I never got into bows though. One day my boss comes to me. That's why I was kind of getting on this subject. One day my boss comes to me and he goes, "I have a crossbow. I want you to sight it in." And I was like, "Okay."
The person for crossbows, by the way, sorry for interrupting, is not me. It's my wife.
Okay.
She's a better shot than I am with a crossbow.
Yeah. Well, I had never messed with one ever. Certified
on our wedding,
certified in AR and all, everything else really. And then he comes to me with that, and I was like, man, I thought that you had made bows, but it's even good enough that you're basically a master at bows. So tell me a little bit about bows, because I've honestly never even bow hunted, to be honest.
Well, I'm not sure if you saw the live stream last week when I had the contest for the bow.
I saw where there was a contest, but I did not see the live stream, and I'm sorry.
That's okay. Your life comes first. That's what most people don't realize. This is not what I do for a living. This is just something I do for fun. And the fact is, I got over 200 subscribers, and I thought it would be a good thing for all the people who actually came and saw what I do. And I got rated a couple times, so I'm now over 300, which is really freaking cool. But
real cool.
I'll actually show you another bow that is like that one that I gave one.
Awesome.
My personal one that I use for myself, which is a little different from the other one though. Because
while you're doing that, I'm gonna light up a cigarette, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, okay. Let me change the way this thing, because this is a little wonky. There we go. That's a little better. Now this is the riser, the Samick Sage. Yeah, that's pretty, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Wow, that's beautiful. It's not even just pretty; it's beautiful.
Yep. This one's left-handed, and that's the one thing I have trouble with, because since I'm left-handed, gear is expensive as all get out. Because it was not the world was not made for lefties.
Right.
But I've been teaching right-handers most of my life, so I could shoot left and right-handed, no problem.
Right.
I'm just a lot better with my left. This is my natural arm. And this one here's a 55-pounder, which is about 20 pounds heavier than the other one. This is the one it's even though it's considered a beginner bow, on the internet, I use this for hunting. Because you can, as I was showing on the live stream, which is really cool. Sorry about the squeaks. I need to put some wax on there.
Go ahead.
Take the limb off, and you can pack it in your backpack or whatever.
Oh, okay. There you can be with man. You should really get on like a Angry Prepper or something, man. When it comes to stuff like that, and you can pack it down, he would love that. He would
Yeah.
love that.
Actually, this is just a beginner model. The one I really want is the Atmos Survival Longbow, which is got a aluminum riser, but I have to special order that one because it needs to be left-handed. That's my only issue.
Gotcha.
It's also $500, which I don't have offhand. Oh, wait.
Right.
Blake is here.
Yeah.
Blake is here.
Blake is here.
Blake.
Awesome.
He's eating bacon.
Oh, okay. He's eating bacon. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Blake. How you doing, man?
He's just showing off the bacon.
Okay, wait. You know what? The lady and I had a little bit of an argument, so I wanted to ask you both. Hamburger. Think about that.
Hamburg from the yeah.
Well, that's
I was stationed
ham,
there.
right?
Hamburg.
So
It's
there's
from the
hamburger,
city of
but
Hamburg.
why don't they? But have you ever had? But have you ever had pork burger? Is what I'm saying.
Ground pork?
Never. I've never had that. I've never had ground pork. Have you?
Fair. That's one of the things that Mike sells.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've had those at some of the Renaissance fairs we've worked at.
Oh, so somebody has actually ground it up pork, and made it into a burger. You're saying? Well, I've never heard of it, and I guarantee you that like 80% of the population hasn't as well. And
sorry,
that's my point.
Stop it! You're making me hungry.
But I've always heard of goat burger, lamb burger, things like that.
Yeah.
So why can't we just readjust it and just call it a cow burger, right?
Or just a burger.
Or just a burger, yeah. Because that's what I mean. There's like deer burger, everything.
Oh, by the way, that is amazing. By the way, venison burgers they're lean, they're delicious. Blake can tell you.
Elk.
I'm sure.
I can tell you. I'm out of West Virginia, man. Look at these woods. Hell yeah, an elk burger. But
I've had.
Blake's just eating, man.
Well, there's a reason why he's eating right now. He's going vegan on Monday to get his cholesterol. So, yeah, he's got a reason. It's for his health. Really cool.
Plant-based.
But let us know how long it actually lasts. Like, just let us know.
I'm gonna try to do it right now.
I know you need, you should be fine. You exercise more and just watch what you eat. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it gives you a lot more energy just to eat plant-based foods instead of meat-based. And you get twice the protein.
Well, it's a balanced diet is what you need, though. A little bit of both. Just in moderation. My cholesterol is actually just a little bit below normal, and I'm fine.
Oh, cool.
And I actually had a heart attack a couple of years ago. So.
Oh, you had a heart attack.
The thing is, it's a freak thing. My cholesterol wasn't high, or anything. It's just a freak blockage.
Well, and come to bring that in, I mean, don't they have a heart attack? What is that called? It's called a
myocardial infarction.
No, like women. What the hell is that? Shoot, cannot remember at all. It's just all of a sudden a man will drop dead, and it's the wisdom attack or something, like Widowmaker. That's what it's called, Widowmaker.
Well, the thing is, you got to watch out where you're standing. If you're in the woods, look up. Make sure there's no Widowmakers above you.
Well, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Hey, Blake.
That's
Hey, Blake. Who do I remind you of?
He looks like Johnny.
He's cool, man. I love Johnny, man. Johnny is a good
you
guy.
Get you Johnny on the same stream.
I actually wish that Johnny would put out more movies. I hope he's hearing this. I'm sure he will.
Well, he works almost every day except for Thursdays, and then he's on my channel on Thursdays.
Yeah, and well, and then hearing his story was crazy because it was like I've been homeless, and he was telling
Oh my!
that he was homeless and stuff like that, and and I can't imagine being in Hawaii homeless. I had an aunt, and remember this. This is in like 2000, the year 2000, and milk over there was $5 a gallon, and she
Oh,
couldn't
I
afford it.
about that. Yeah.
So how in the shit could you be homeless over in Hawaii now? Oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is,
know,
I've been talking to him about going over there for vacation and
Sure.
going hunting. Going hunting for everything that's public and free to hunt. And we could just, do a big luau cookout thing and bow hunt everything.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome. Although I'm
That
not
would
sure
be
about how I'd bow hunt in the ocean. That'd be kind of tough. But bow
Get
fish in the
like
ocean.
afraid?
I don't want to get a shark.
Well, if your
I've
luck,
had sharks.
if your luck
get
is
pulled in the
anything
water.
like mine, that's when the volcano erupts. If your luck is anything like mine, just saying.
As soon as you said that, I got Jimmy Buffett going in my head of where are we going to go when the volcano blows. Okay. I'm a Jimmy Buffett fan.
I love Jimmy Buffett, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Blake, are you okay? You're being awfully
Blake,
quiet.
yeah, are we done with the bacon or what's up, man?
I'm just listening, man. I'm listening. Enjoying some bacon.
Blake actually made me an arrow, by the way, just to let you know.
He made
actually-
you an arrow?
Yes, he did.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. In the military, we had all kinds of people that had different skill sets, and that is cool. I could not make an arrow. Maybe I could. I don't know. Never professionally. No,
Oh, well,
Good if you have.
okay, let me go expand this real quick. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's the arrowhead.
That is awesome.
It's a little tweaked because I don't think it was 100% dry when he sent it, because this is a palmetto break. What kind of wood was this?
Yeah, it was palmetto shaft.
Yeah.
That is cool. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh.
It's really
he actually glued the feathers too. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I've done repair work and stuff like that, but I've never actually made a full arrow.
That's really cool, Blake, man. You did good right there, man. Yeah.
Okay, man.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
that's
awesome.
a really cool arrowhead too. I mean,
That is,
if this was a little shorter, I would have shot it, but I'm afraid to, because if it shatters, I'd be
right. Yeah, it's kind of like now you need to hang it on the wall,
well, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Actually, it's on my bow stand.
Yeah.
But he did a really good job of the fletching, though. The fletching is just amazing. Look at that.
Yeah. Wow. Man, that is really cool. That is really
You did a
cool.
really good job.
That's some
you-
definite art right there, man.
And the fact that he secured it with snoo and everything. I noticed that Cliff was in the building.
Oh, Clip is okay. Is he backstage?
Not yet,
Oh,
but he's down. He's down in the chat. You see, he's there. See,
I need to have a heart before I can have an attack. That's pretty
and
funny.
Mike just showed up. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Now, one thing good about the Samick Sages, though, is that you could use them for setups for bow fishing. You can use them for pretty much anything. They got the attachments. Johnny actually picked up a bow for one of these for himself on my recommendation, and he just fell in love with it.
Cool,
So,
man. That's awesome.
It's only
Yeah.
$129, and the thing is, it's a versatile piece of equipment, and that's what I have to say about that.
Absolutely. What is your guys' input on obviously I told you I'm from Blackheart and all that, and what is your input on ARs and stuff like that? Do you agree with the new bill against our Second Amendment? ARs are like I built them, and It's
I
just
know that
crazy.
Tyler's built one, and I know several people who built one. I don't personally own one.
Yeah.
But I think it's, the First Amendment says we are allowed to, and they should not be messing with it. If they
Right.
take that away, they're going to basically put a clamp down on all things that fire anything, which includes bows.
It includes even when I was talking about my Civil War reenacting, it includes my muzzle loader. They're
Well,
going to have to.
I do rendezvous, which also does muzzle loaders and flintlocks and all that stuff. And
Wow.
that would just
Yeah, apparently we're going to have to get with the Attorney General and get licensed again and all this stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I have my CCW and, obviously my military training and stuff like that. Well, apparently it sounds like that I'm going to have to do 24 hours. And this is kind of the wicked part for me, is that I'm going to have to do 24 hours of minimum training for just a pistol, just a 22 long rifle. Then I'm going to have to do 24 more hours for the musket and the muzzle loaders. And then I'm going to have to do 24 more hours and some kind of a psych, like
which I don't
some
think is
kind
going
of
to
a
pass.
psych, some kind of a psych eval for any militarized weapons, which would be your AR-15. So it's kind of like a wicked end to me.
Have you heard about the legislation in Missouri? They're trying to basically lift any and all restrictions on guns.
I have not. Oh. Well,
yeah.
Then give me the happy side, man. I would love to hear the happy side.
They're trying to remove all restrictions that people at the government is trying to put in place, and their state legislations would overrule federal.
That would be great. Oh my gosh.
Open carry, the whole yards.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. What did Blake say? Sorry, man.
Blake, what'd you say?
So I think Texas has already done that, I do believe.
I was going to actually bring up Texas. I think aren't they trying to secede? Aren't they, Blake? I don't know.
I don't know about seceding. I generally try not to talk politics on my channel, just to let you know, because it just makes people uncomfortable.
Sure.
But I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment. Don't get me wrong. I was military for 16 years. I understand completely. Air Force and Army. Got it covered.
Wow. Awesome, man. Yeah. Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you. The reason I went in the Army because I got bored 1 month out of getting out of the Air Force. So I decided to do something different. Only reason. Just saying. But I was a medic in the Army.
Oh, nice. Very knowledgeable then.
Well, the only thing I didn't like, love being able to shoot and everything. I got marksman regularly because, and if you grow up in Iowa, you're always
expert.
Yeah. If you can learn to shoot squirrels, you can shoot anything. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is that I don't know. Oh.
No.
Kentucky says this: you don't need a concealed license to open carry there either.
Yeah, in Kentucky, Kentucky Patriot. I see that. You do not have to have a concealed license in to carry in West Virginia anymore. Actually, they took that away, which is kind of a godsend. But at the same time, I have to agree because I knew some crazy people that really kind of don't need that.
Well, I don't have a lot of firearms. Only the basics I need for hunting. Because I want to be able to hunt all seasons. The only thing I don't have is I want to get me a muzzleloader for my rendezvous.
Okay.
And also I can go muzzleloaded season too to go hunting.
Sure.
So I want to have one thing for every season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I did. And
you just got bumped.
Oh, there he is. I see him. Yeah, there he is.
Wait for him to pop back. Oh, there he is. Welcome back.
All right, Blake. What is on your mind? Go for it.
Oh, nothing now. I got my bacon out the way since Colin was messing with me about some bacon earlier.
Well,
Yeah, I teased him about bacon, not having bacon for a while. So
give us what's on your mind about the gun laws and everything that's coming in. Archery even. Whatever you want to do.
I really don't even know which ones you're talking about, to be honest with you. I mean, I ain't got cable and all that. I try to not even let that stuff phase my day to day.
Oh, gotcha. Well, it's Colin's feed, so he can fill you in, and if he chooses not to, that's fine.
well, there's the government's trying to do certain things, and I generally, like I said, I don't try to talk about that here because it's a hot topic, and I'm trying to keep it neutral.
Right.
Now, personal life, in real life, I will talk your ear off about it, but it's a public.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah.
Well, I believe if you're legally able to own a firearm, that you should own a firearm. That's your right.
Yeah. The Second Amendment says you're allowed to carry, and you should carry a firearm of some kind. It doesn't specify what type, so that there should be no restrictions on that point. No rocket propelled grenades or anything like that. I mean, there's got to be some little
right.
Right.
There.
You can still have those.
But oh man. Okay, I'm not going to talk what I'm saying and seeing in my head because I'd get myself in trouble. So let's go back to archery. We can talk about archery. We're good. No, I mean, you've shot. You see, we were talking about earlier about the crossbow from your boss.
Yeah. Right.
You were trying to sight it. Okay, what was you trying to sight in? I mean, was it iron sights? Was it?
Well, no. We were trying to. Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah. The boss was just like the boss was just basically like center this, and that's what I did, and took a while, and I was new to it, so obviously I had to stand on it and pull it up and keep shooting until I got it centered at what I think it was 25 meters, and then it was able to be sold then. So that was new. Cool. That was new to me. Yeah, just center mass. Okay. That's pretty much
Blake, can you turn your volume up on your side? When people are trying to talk, they can't hear you. Can you turn your volume up?
Yeah, by the way, how is my volume? Is it stupid?
Yours is fine.
Okay.
I hear you 5 by 5.
Probably people in the chat are like, man, yeah, his is fine. You talk too much.
No, I remember I talked to Johnny, so don't worry about it.
My twin?
Hey, remember, I've got him on speed dial, so. And I'm not a short talker either, so I just don't talk that fast. But
okay. Yeah.
I turned up your volume on my side as well, Blake, so that people be able to hear you better, because your voice is really low. And say something, anything.
I'm from the South. We do the mumble.
That's fine.
We do the what? The mumble? Yeah.
I'm Midwest.
We talk real fast.
I'm from the South too, Blake, but kind of not really if you think about it. West Virginia.
He's Georgia.
Oh yeah, real South. Oh my.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Rage in the Cage was did you see his channel last night? Where you tell a funny story?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, I rode down to Atlanta. Oh Lord. I went down there for work and sitting in the motel, and this black couple, walks past me. I have nothing against black people, of course. Any race, nothing. And I'm bored, and I just look at this pretty woman with this husband, is what I'm thinking. And I go, and they're ready to walk into the motel, and I go, ma'am, and excuse me, sir, but I just want to let you know that you look like a beautiful black woman, is what I said. And she did. And then they walked on a little, a few more steps. the man turns around and goes, "You do too." Boy, I was out of there. I'll tell you. I was, I was like,
Well,
I didn't want to be in Georgia no more.
well, my family got a lot of mixed cultures, just to let you know. We have some whites, we got Asians, we got a little bit of
I'm
mixed.
sorry?
My family is very multicultural, just to
Oh
say
yeah,
that.
I don't have no, I don't. Yeah, no, I do not have anything against any ethnicities whatsoever. When I went in the military, I had Hispanic
yeah.
buddies. You know, they were great people, and I don't mean it that way, but I mean on the the that side. When the man turns around and looks at me and goes, "You do too," like I was a little weirded out, man.
The only thing you should do on that kind of thing is like you do in the military, say thank you, and then move on, and just.
I did. Oh well, I did, but I'm saying in my head I was like, "Oh shit, this is weird. I gotta go."
Well, I mean, it happens. Right now, I mean, okay, I don't know who 7 is, but thank you for coming. I don't know. We got Sarah Brown. We got some new people in I have never seen before. Kay Adams,
Awesome.
Roosevelt Media News. Barbara Desiree, Mighty Buffoon. Metal Pancakes.
Sweet.
Seeker of Wisdom.
Cool.
Green-eyed
Hopefully
Okie.
Blake is bringing in a bunch of people for you, man.
It's a smiling face. It's got to be. You're not smiling enough, Blake. There you go. It's got to be the beard thing.
Smile, Blake.
No, Blake, I'm going to let you know. You actually look like my cousin Mark. Just to let you know. I've got to. Oh, here comes Mallory. Hey, Mal.
Hey, what's going
How you
on?
doing? We're just on for no reason.
There we
Wait
go.
seconds here. I just need to mute you.
Oh, Quebec.
Am I coming at
Homestead.
the same time as a raid?
Apparently, I'm having a raid.
Quebec Homestead. Holy crap, man.
Holy.
I don't know what's going on. I just think it's cool.
Awesome.
192 people watching. Holy
Hey,
cow.
Lost Product. Hi, everybody in the chat. That's amazing. You guys are raiding Colin.
Oh, wow.
Quebec Homestead. I'm going to have to check your channel out. I haven't checked your channel out yet, so I'm going to have to do that.
She's got a new thing coming out soon. You got to check it out. She had a premiere coming out.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I actually set up an after party, private live stream for everybody that's going to be in the premiere. So you guys can just like completely private for everybody that's in there. YouTube allows us to redirect people in a premiere into another live stream, which is really cool.
Oh man, I didn't realize I was being rated till just now. You're the second time you've done that. You told me that I was being rated, Mallory.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was. I was just chatting with these guys, and
yeah,
you're my good luck charm.
You got to do a happy dance. Who's rating you? Let's see.
I don't know. What channel are you guys from? Oh, Montegraph.
It's probably Northern Shore.
Montegraph.
178 people. That's awesome. Holy moly. Hi, Mallory. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you too, by the way.
Oh, like, what happened?
Oh, she's got some farm stuff. You should see the potatoes she grew earlier last year. It was like that freaking big. Bigger as her head. It was amazing.
Are you talking about my potatoes?
Wow.
Yeah, your giant potato.
For anybody in the chat, like I'm Johnny Harper's, which by the way, look up Johnny Harper.
Yeah.
We know Johnny
on YouTube. I'm his twin, so hi guys.
Oh my gosh, you have his voice.
He does look like Johnny, doesn't he?
Mighty Buffoon, Debbie Wood, and Barbara. Holy moly, a lot of people.
Johnny was born in Florida, so he's a Southern boy too.
Born in Florida.
I'm like way behind in the chat.
So you didn't know that?
We need to figure out like where our parents are from.
Just exactly the way you one H, two N's.
Chad W. I'm in love now. Oh my gosh, you
Well,
guys are
hey,
awesome.
anyway, hey Blake and Colin and Quebec Homestead. Hey, it was nice to meet you, but I'm gonna jump off here, guys. Okay,
Well, thank you for
so
coming.
we'll
We'll talk more
enjoy
about archery
the
later.
show.
Thank you for coming.
Awesome. Have a nice night.
All right, later, guys.
See ya. All right, there's
Wow.
still 120 people in here, 164 likes, a whole bunch of people
Holy
subscribed
cow.
to you, Colin. That's amazing. Thank you guys for rating Colin. He's got like,
I was
I don't know how many subscribers, 300 subscribers?
403.
403. 10.69. I am in Quebec. Colin is in Iowa.
Yep. This is, I mean,
Nice.
I just jumped up 100 subscribers.
That's amazing. Holy moly. Guys,
That's twice this week.
that's amazing, guys.
And I only jumped on here because Lost
Lori.
Product to come up and asked me if I was doing a stream, and I was on Tyler's game thing earlier.
Yeah.
And I won that, by the way.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, it's good to know things. But they got some really cool people here. If you guys want to know anything about archery, let me know. If you want to know about homesteading and gardening and stuff, that woman knows it. She knows about raising horses and all that stuff.
Outside in the cold with them.
Yep. And she's got a really good premiere coming out in the next couple of days. I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome. You guys should come raid my premiere. That would be so awesome.
Oh, I'm going to be there anyway. But yeah, okay. Yes, archery. I am an archery instructor. I have been for over 20 years. I'm also the 2019 Barebow Master Senior Champion. Yay. Yay me. First time I ever did it, and I won. So I'm really proud of that.
And for Colin's 200 subscriber giveaway, he gave away a bow. Like, he literally gave away a bow.
One
That's
similar to this one.
That's how generous this man is. That's amazing.
Yeah, actually, I just mailed that out today. I mailed it out to the winner, Grego Day, from G.O. Bushcraft and Outdoors. And they're going to be that on Thursday. Oh, cool. Blue Jay, that was awesome.
Man, 63 people.
Thank you for coming, everybody.
Are you guys like from a prepper channel? I didn't even see who you guys are coming from. Lori, tell me, who are you guys coming from?
It was Monte something.
Okay, I can put my link in the chat here. Wait 2 seconds. I'll do that.
Easy.
My name is very searchable though, so you just write Quebec Homestead and it goes right in there. I'm a moderator here, so I can do that.
Yes, you can. If you guys ever want, Montegraph is who sent them. Thank you for. Tell them thank you.
Thank you, Montegraph. I need to go check who that is, Montegraph.
Oh, that's cool, Blue Jay. His brother was in '72 took first place in North Dakota when he was 16. That's pretty cool.
Okay, I got Montegraph here. Wow, so many people.
Definitely.
Pepper's present. There you go.
Oh,
my premiere is on February 4th at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And yeah, I slept outside at -20 Celsius with the horses and my dog, and it's crazy. I got it all set up on my channel.
Yeah, she's got some really good content. She sings really well too.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Well, no, I was talking about when you did your first Quincy last year.
Yeah.
And you sang in that, and I think the acoustics was really, really good for when you recorded that. I thought that was really cool.
I wanted to do that this year too. I wanted to build a Quincy and build a studio in it so I can sing, but we haven't had enough snow this year. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but like there's hardly any snow here, and usually we have like at least 5 to 6 feet of snow, which is crazy. And now there's like nothing. Grace, yes, I'm feeling so much better.
Thank you, Awake and Tired, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I hope you come back and ask me tons of questions, ask her tons of questions, and she's very knowledgeable. No, hopefully it's not me. Okay, is it me? I hope it's not me. No, it's not me. Hope not. Valerie, are you here? Uh-oh, I lost her. Yeah, but you're more than welcome to come back, Matt. Mal, come on. There we go. I was wondering what was going on. I didn't do anything. Thanks for coming, Mal. Okay, I'm going to change my banner. I like this one. Oh, I'm sorry, Mal. Be well, Lost. Thanks for coming. Hey, Harvey, how you doing? Hey, Peter. AFJ third, thank you for coming. SD, you want to come up? I don't know where Cliff is. I'm looking. Is he even showing up? I don't see him listed here. But Autotron, Wake, Blue Jay, Chicken Patty, Chris, Divine Design, Demwog, Dan, Debbie, Dirty Digger, Firebird, Firefly, Ibout, Indiana, V, Janine, Kentucky, obviously, Vision, Marcel, Miss Tree, Noel, Peter, Radio Man, Reg, Robin, Slenderella, South Florida, Tactical Blade, 10 points, Lost, Walken, and Westwind. Thank you all for coming. Oh, wait. Whoop. She's back. And he's back. I don't know either. But we got SD here. Woohoo!
Hey there.
Hey,
Thank
howdy.
you.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching and making some wax fire starters, and thought, well, I'll try and pop
Can I
on
see?
quick.
I want to see. I want to see.
Nice.
Show us.
Let's
Let's see what you're making. Okay.
the little makeup remover
yeah.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see if I can get you in the. Yeah. I don't know.
What kind of wax are you using?
Just candle wax. I got candle in this can, and I got candle underneath in this can.
Yeah.
And
Okay, cool.
just got heating up, melting down. As it's melting down, I got my needle nose dipping them in there.
That's so cool.
I just picked up something new that I think Mallory might appreciate. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I've got a gal at work that Dan from Blind Owl Bushcraft over in the Philippines sent me some stuff and starting fire, and she's like, finally got all curious. Well, what's this stuff, and whatnot, and she's
Check
talking
this out,
about,
Mallory.
you gotta teach me how to do this kind of stuff so I can start fires at camp next summer.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my brother. So I says, well, just give me some candles and I'll make you some or something. So
Nice.
Yeah, I've got some of those too. But I picked this up for $4.
Wow.
oh man,
That's awesome. We have some at the cabin, and like at night we still have candles on the wall, like just really old school off grid. I should go out there and get inspired or something if I'm not inspired enough. Just go out there and just light all the candles and the lamps.
Wow. I got braided twice.
I know,
Man.
twice in a
Every
week.
time you show up, I get rated.
I know. I was like, "Oh, Colin went live," and I just come up here, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?"
I didn't realize it was going on. I just thought it just people just popping in and out, checking out what's going on. But thank you for all this new game. I mean, I love yes, Lost. It's just amazing. I mean, my subscriber just jumped 100 subscribers just in one little raid.
431? Is that it?
Is
That's
it?
amazing. I just saw
Oh, I didn't realize.
431
I haven't looked.
Yeah.
I haven't refreshed my screen here.
431 subscribers.
I got 429, but okay. Well, either one, it's still amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Whoever you are, thank you.
That
You're
is
more than welcome to
amazing.
come back and talk about archery. I'll tell you anything you need to know.
That is so cool. I hope some of them end up coming to these streams. Like, how many hours are you at, Colin?
Let me check. I think it was like over 800, I believe.
It's so
But that
fun.
was a while back. I mean,
I love watching channels grow. It's so fun. I get so excited for everybody.
I've been sitting at, what is it, 469 or something, just kind of bouncing up and down, up and down. Gain a few, lose a few more, and gain a couple.
Yeah, that does that. When you're under 1,000 subscribers, or it shows. Like now, I don't really see them because I'm gaining more than I'm losing.
Yeah.
Thank
So like
you, Harvey.
Come to a point where you don't notice them that much, but I think I lost over the year. I lost over 1,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah, but you gained back 5 times that.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm actually at 429 and 870 hours, watch hours.
Wow. So with only your live streams, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's cool.
I talk a lot.
So the live streams really help, huh?
Oh, for the watch time, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do
it. But what's better than live streams though, like from my experience, is just practice on learning a new skill on every video and making everyone better than the last one. And that subscribers will come. That's all I have to say.
I got a different.
Oh, sorry. Grace Camp out
in this year. I'm gonna try, but I just haven't done it yet.
I want to get out and get some videos done, but I just haven't had a chance to. I got a brand new GoPro. I want to do some stuff, but
yeah,
things have just not been working out for me to get out and about, especially when it comes to archery. I can't shoot outside like I want.
But you know what, Colin? You can film and not post anything and just practice and see what it looks like. Practice talking in front of the camera, looking into the camera, because that's like one of the most important things that you have to learn is to talk to the camera like it's your friend. So just get used to it.
You've seen some of my older hiking videos, haven't you? Where you see me talking to the camera?
Well, yeah, a long time ago, because I mean,
I haven't been able to get out last year like I wanted to because everything got locked down.
Yeah.
But I talk to the camera as if someone's standing next to me. So
that's good. Yeah, because I don't remember because I posted them like a long time ago. But yeah.
Ooh. Okay, cool. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm a little hyper right now.
I know. I'm hyper for you.
Thank you. You
know, I'm so happy to have been present for both of them.
Yeah, you're the one that lets me know about every time they start doing it. I'm just doing my thing. I don't, that's all that matters. I do my thing. I made a really stupid, I guess it's a stupid realization that I'm old. I knew that. But what people called ADD now, we called hyper back then. There was no ADHD, no HD, whatever it is. It was just called, you were hyper.
True.
That was it. So I may be that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely hyper.
Okay.
I haven't slept much these last days. I've just been so in a creative zone. And
you got 5,000 subscribers, and Mark from Rolling Homestead got 5,000 subscriber.
He did it?
Yes, he got it. SD, you have a question from Harvey. He's wanting to know if we've done any winter camping in the past or recently.
Not recently. Last year I did was it winter, summer, or winter solstice, whatever, like last year, out at my little shelter I got built. I did one then. That was the last one I did. I've wanted to get out and do a winter survival type thing with my basically winter survival bag in my truck. Just if I got stuck alongside the road, sit there and camp out for the night. I don't know. the way things have worked, just one vehicle between me and the wife just hasn't worked out to have the time to do it and all that
Right.
kind of, but
We're down in the same situation. One
yeah.
vehicle.
Hopefully here she's gonna be working right here in town, same town I'm in. So hopefully that'll change here real soon, next couple weeks. So
Yeah, let me shut this banner off here.
that's cool.
Sorry.
Not sponsored by Pepsi.
Oh wait. Here's a good one.
I had to go say congratulations to Mark.
I have a thing for drinking Pepsi on my live streams. And
I
here's
have a thing for drinking too
what I
much
want
beer
right
on
now.
mine.
I would love to be sponsored by some kind of archery company. It'd be awesome.
Remember that my dog stealing my carrot clip? Yeah, I have a Budweiser a Budweiser shirt.
Yeah.
I got so many funny comments on TikTok saying this is the weirdest Budweiser commercial I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's one thing you've done. I've never done. I watch TikTok, but I don't post on TikTok. But I do have my channel linked to it. Hey Jeep, how you doing?
Hi, Justice Warren.
By the way, his name spells Jeep.
Oh. There you go. That's so true.
That's why I call it Jeep.
That is very clever.
That is very clever.
Hi, Jeep.
Mrs. Lost, how you doing? Must be
I need
Lost
to
Products.
check out Jeep's channel because I've been seeing him around. And
Harvey, to answer your question, I have not done actual survival type bushcraft winter camping. I have camped in my car when my car broke down in the middle of winter. Also, when I was homeless, I had to do the same thing once or twice. Unfortunately, but good thing I had a minivan and a really nice futon mattress to sleep on.
I've never done that, but out in Spearfish Canyon in South Dakota, we've dug down 2 foot, put up a tent and for deer hunting. But then again, there's times we went out there and they're mowing the road ditches, and then like 3 to 4 days later, the road's closed and dang near the interstate can't get home.
Right.
You never know.
Well, I actually have some things I wanted to do with Tyler or somebody soon, because I have a brand new clamshell ice fishing shelter. And I was thinking maybe you could use that as an improvised snow shelter or something. Even though I got the equipment to go ice fishing, but I'm not sure about how the ice is right now.
yeah.
But
this year has been kind of crazy for that. Yeah.
It has been. The ice is so uncertain, even like ice skating and everything. It's just been whack. But we've been getting a lot of really cold temps here, so maybe this weekend would be good for my friends who are going, and we'll see.
Up north, the northeast part of the state here, they lost somebody through the ice up there, and it's like, what were you even thinking driving out there? You know,
they drove on the ice.
Oh, it's not been cold enough,
and they drove on it, and
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
I mean, it's not good enough to even barely walk on in most places. I don't
Here's
think.
what I do. I snow drifted outside my house. I did this. Put my Pepsi in the snowbank to keep cold.
There you go. I have such beautiful scenery from today.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I can figure it. That's not it. I actually
see that? That's running. A tree.
I went ice fishing the other day. So
focus, huh?
That's cool.
That's a tree Ben felled the other day.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
What was it?
Du tremble. It's one of the softer hardwoods here. Let me see. Tremble, peuplier. They make paper with it. In English, let's see, what is that? Oh, trembling aspen.
Aspen? Okay. That's a good firewood. Yeah, once it's dried out, it should work really well.
We're probably going to do some finishing wood with it. Like some sort of siding for the interior or something like that.
I heard it's good carving wood too. So you need to
Oh
carve
yeah,
on
yeah,
something.
because it's like one of the softer hardwoods, you know.
Yeah.
And what's cool about those trees is that you can cut it down and heat it right away, and it won't mess up all your chimney. So like if you're
Looks
having
good.
like a
Clean burning, in other words.
No,
Clean
no
burning.
sap, little, creosote.
yeah, it won't create creosote. Yeah, so and like it's
Yeah.
not the best, and it doesn't have the best BTU, but it works.
Yeah.
I think
I
we
was
call
just
it quake.
something I did the other day with some ice fishing with some other people around. First,
Nice.
I never did it before. I've got all the gear, just haven't done it. But that's not my favorite picture today. But I'll show you guys in a bit. Something I got earlier when I finished my soda. My cat decided to take it over.
That's hilarious.
I told you, it was pretty cool. That's Mac, by the way. Since you haven't met him,
Mac
Esty.
the kitty cat.
You've seen him in my live streams on Thursday. He pops in from time to time.
Mac likes to chuck. I had a cat when we were young. We called him Jake because he would purr like a Jake break, like it was crazy.
Yeah,
It was very loud.
Yeah, and Blake, just to let you know, we have a 3-foot snowdrift outside our door, and it's our driveway's pretty much buried. So we usually, I figured it was a quick way to cool down my sodas, so put them out there. Makes more room in the fridge. I'm sure it's probably just as cold up there where you're at, right, Mal?
It's pretty cold tonight. I feel the wind through the walls. That's the perks of having an old house that's very bad insulated.
Been in one of those before too.
I don't know how much it is right now. It's minus 19 Celsius, so it's just about 4 degrees.
Let's see. I think so. I'm not really up on the
minus 20 is 4 degrees. But it's minus 19, so it's 1 degree difference.
Right now it is. Yesterday was really cold. Today it's only 30 degrees Fahrenheit. But yesterday we were in the negatives here.
Really?
We were we were up -8 yesterday morning.
Thanks, Harvey Black.
Well,
Yeah, Harvey's
been negative, I don't know at all winter.
Well, it's just really, I wish we had more trees where my house is at. It's just really open, but the wind just drives it even further than the actual temperature. So it's probably in the -20 or so with wind chill. Okay. I'm just trying to keep up with the people in the chat. Please bear with me.
It's okay. Here, I'm going to try to show
Steve says it was 24 in South Carolina.
See that?
Is that your premiere? Your commercial for your premiere and all that?
No, at all. It's. I was walking in the woods today with Ben and the dog. You can hardly see it.
Oh, at least you had sunshine.
Oh yeah, we had a beautiful sunny day. I went for a long walk. Today is the first day in 3 weeks that I woke up without any pain. And
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I know it's about time. And so I went out to the end of our property, which is about, I don't know, maybe not quite a half a mile. Not even quite a half a mile. Maybe a third of a mile out. And we went in the mountain, and he went to show me where he's been clearing all the trees and everything. It's just so gorgeous and snow loaded.
Did Ben film any of his Ben's Corner stuff yet?
He filmed a little bit of a vlog of with the skidder, because he accomplished something really big this year, which he's been trying to do for a few years, but his health wasn't permitting him to. He was able to fill up a 53-footer of wood this year to sell. So
cool.
So he's really, really excited and happy about that. And he's probably going to go out for a second run here soon.
Nice.
Yeah, Ben's cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, I look forward to oh, wait, here comes Gray Man. Hey, Gray, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
Hey.
Welcome. I didn't know you were in the room. I was looking. I didn't see you. Then you just popped in. Cool.
Thanks
for coming.
I was lurking.
Oh, that's cool. Feel free to lurk.
I was working on some stuff, and I just happened to click on YouTube, and I saw you running live, and I saw the raid, and I was like, man, that's kind of cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the second time I've been rated this week.
So I don't know who Grayman Prepping is.
Quebec Homestead, you are subscribed to me.
Oh, am I? Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, this is set for you, Mel. Take a look at your screen.
We need Ben's corner. I know, guys. I know. It's just because now he's like, Mallory, your videos are so good. I can't just like sit in front of the camera and talk. Like you have to do something good. So I'm like,
no. What he does is good. Trust us. Those of us who have seen the little bit he's done.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, Gray, if you've ever caught little bits of Ben.
He just feels.
What's Ben's channel?
Yeah, he's really, really knowledgeable about.
I am subscribed to you.
You probably saw me somewhere. I was floating around. Who knows?
So you're like bush.
Well, thank you for coming. And it's the first time I've had you up here, so it's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, man, there's some good people because I know seen Tin Man and Harvey and a bunch of other people in chat. I'm like, I know these guys.
Yeah, we got Jeep in here. We actually have Harvey's been coming off and on for a while, so he's a really cool guy. Considering he's from Australia and all, so thank you for coming, Harvey.
It's Sean from North Shore Preparedness that pretty much like connected, I think, us with the prepping more community and stuff.
Yeah,
I
kind of covered all the different things. I'm not one thing. I'm a little bit of everything. I mean, I used to have a garden and everything else. Like I told you before, I had to move to where I'm at now, so I've had to start all over, which really sucked. Then COVID happened, and yeah.
COVID has destroyed a lot of things, man. It's definitely reshaped the environment that we live in.
I tell you what.
Yeah, I used to be able to hide backpack every day, but not anymore.
I tell you what, just about the environment, it's messed up. Just hunting, I think this last year totally. We usually see geese coming through here in the fall. There hasn't been anything here. I don't know if it's the fires or what.
I wish I did, but I don't. Sean's here.
Damn it, North Shore.
Speaking of the devil,
his ears must have been burning.
Yeah.
This is freaking cool.
I love North Shore, man. He's awesome.
Anybody got merch? Anybody in the panel got merch?
I think Gray does. I can see it on his shirt. I think it's a joke that he's been running them by.
It's a long
tell me about
story.
We got time.
He's always got insides.
So yeah, so I was backstage. I don't know if you guys know who Prepper Tribe and Native and Devout are.
I've heard of Prepper Tribe. He's been on here for a couple times.
Yeah, and we were just joking around one time, and John of Prepper Nation had talked about merch sometime, and so I decided to entertain the idea and put something together. And I never really promoted it. I mentioned it one time, and Tribe came up with a term called "Gray Man Got Merch," and oh my God, did it excel! Back in chat, people were going crazy with it. Over 12, at least a dozen or so creators made little commercials of it.
Are you kidding? Really?
Yeah.
Is there a hashtag?
That should tell you something. That should tell you something.
Is there a hashtag?
They hashtag. Oh my God. It's. I mean, I was flattered. I mean, some of these people got really creative. Yeah, Indiana Prepper. They got like Tin Man that's in the chat right now. Yeah. He made pancakes. He was making pancakes, and at the end of it, if you look at the pancakes, it says "Gray Man has merch" in the pancakes.
Oh wow! I definitely got to check that one out. That's cool.
But was there a hashtag so we can find them?
No, it's in my so if you, I don't like promoting on other people's channels, but I mean, if you guys really want me to, I can tell you where to. If you really want to look at it,
great, go right ahead. I'm not a big channel. If you want to promote, I'm okay with that.
I in my videos, like if you go like the videos that I post, like if you go like in the the description. It usually has a Teespring link there, and
Okay.
if you're bored, you can always look at it. But I don't want to push that. You know what I mean? It's
That's
just
fine.
it's for subscribers who just like to want to promote that their one of their channels. You know what I mean? I've noticed people like to have stuff that has their subscriber stuff on it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, or not their favorite creators or whatnot.
Yeah,
There we go.
of course, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have anything that's, based for me anyway, other than the picture that I use for my backpacking stuff, which is why the sloth is on there.
I was thinking of making a T-shirt with me, or like just a gardener with a wheelbarrow and saying, the poop happens.
I mean, you have a good channel, Quebec. I mean, I always call everybody by their channel name. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's perfectly fine.
But I mean, I've watched your channel. You have some definitely see, and I wish I had that opportunity. I'm in Florida, so there's no snow. We don't ever see snow, unfortunately. So,
Yeah.
But I watched a lot of people that have snow, like I do ice fishing and stuff like that. And I just intrigued by it because it's been since I was probably about 14 or 15 when I lived in Michigan a while, like at that age where I got to see snow and experience that. But I've been down here since '89, back down here since '89 because I was born here as well.
Okay, yeah.
No. If I want snow, I can just go out my front door. I got right outside my door.
Yeah, I mean, I posted a video last year of March 30th. I went out and there was literally still 6 feet of snow outside in the
Wow.
forest. March 30th, 2020. 2020, yeah. I did a video on that. I went in the forest and I started dancing in the snow with my snowshoes.
That's awesome.
I remember that one. That's a good one.
How far back is it on your channel? I know I've seen
Oh, it's
several videos.
on my homepage, I think. I think
Okay.
it's on my homepage somewhere.
It's funny if you don't comment on someone's video, you never know if they're subscribed or that they even watch. And I'm starting to get better at leaving comments like, "Hey, I like your video," or "Hey, make a few comments so people know that I actually exist, that I'm actually watching their content."
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I used to a lot more. Man, just now I just spent almost 40 hours on one project this week.
Wow.
So I just I haven't been watching a lot. I just was in a creative groove and I couldn't let go. So I haven't been watching at all. I watched my video like 30 times.
So you do that too then? I watch my videos just to see. I'm like, okay, did I make any weird mistakes or funny things in here before I post this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wish I could do half of what you guys do with your editing skills and stuff. I've been trying to do it and I'm just failing badly.
It just takes time to learn. You just have to go out and watch a YouTube video and learn, and that's it. And North is gonna North is gonna be like, okay, stop talking about editing. He hates when I talk about editing.
When is the last time North Shore has checked his email?
Oh,
Who's in here? Ask him.
It's a sore topic.
oh. Man, I met Sean. I think he didn't have 100 subscribers. He came into my live stream one day. How did you find me, Sean? I'm curious.
Well, I'm kind of flabbergasted myself because literally a year ago, I had 4 subscribers.
Yeah, and I was one of them.
Yes, you were number 4, literally number 4.
Yeah.
And here I am over 400 now.
Yeah, I came in from Tylerwood Bushcraft, and I got glued to the people in the chat. Like I just got glued to the people in the chat.
The thing is, it was really funny. Well, I met Tyler again on YouTube and everything, which is really cool. I'm not sure if you heard this, Gray, or not, but I actually met Tyler on my archery range when I worked at Renaissance Fairs. Yep, I ran archery tournaments daily at the fairs I worked at. And Tyler is one of my champions. He won one of my tournaments.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the thing is, it was 5 years before YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, which is really freaking cool. It's like full circle. We're back again.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really, really freaking cool. So there we go. I've been doing archery for so long. It's my thing. It's my thing.
Yeah.
We all have our niches, you know what I mean? And that's an awesome thing. My wife, she was watching earlier as well, and she's like, man, he does bows, and she was all intrigued when you were showing your bows and stuff like that.
Oh, if she has any questions, feel free to ask. I will. If I can answer it, I will answer it. If I don't know it, I will look it and find out, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've been shooting since I was 8 years old. I'm 53. That should tell you how long I've been shooting.
Yeah.
And I've tried compounds once, and I can't do it. The riser I had was like 5 pounds, and it hyper flexed my right elbow since I'm left-handed, so I couldn't use my arm anymore. So I went to traditional bows, and I haven't looked back.
Okay.
And in, as I said earlier, in 2019, I am the Iowa Games Bear Bow Master Senior Champion.
That's awesome, man.
Yep. First time trying it. I've always wanted to try the Iowa Games, and I tried it for the first time. And I wasn't expecting to win, but I did.
Hey, sometimes you get that natural, it just comes out, you know what I mean, and you just excel at something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this
I need
guy.
to get a light behind me. Your studio looks awesome. I need a light behind me.
Me. I used to have I have like this huge studio lighting around me, and I did this one day on a live stream, just joking around, and everybody's like, man, we really like that. It just kind of seems like
it cuts you out.
It brings me out and also gives it like a cozy, I guess, kind of like, relaxing environment. And so I've kind of just went with it now.
Yeah, I like it. I've seen that a lot in a lot of live streams, and I'm like, yeah, that looks really good. It's all about the lighting.
Yeah. When I was first starting stuff, someone told me that lighting, your appearance and your lighting, and also your mic, your mic has a lot to do with.
That was your answer. Well, sorry, it had to help you find that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second. Mark from Rolling Homestead is here.
I remember you all in my channel. Yeah. See, I got glued to the people in the chat from Mark's channel.
Yeah, that's
more than Tyler, because Tyler I met on Rolling.
Yeah, it's just really cool. We're all interconnected, which is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
And I still want to get with SD about do some fishing or something. I don't care. We're going to have to figure that out. Are you still awake?
Yep.
You're awful quiet.
He looks tired. He looks tired.
The trick is, right in my part of the state, we don't have nothing for pheasants. So it's more the middle part of the state, kind of central, straight up and down is where the pheasants are at. But if that's what you do, rabbit kind of everywhere.
That's be something I can do. It's rabbit season right now.
Come walk through my trees. My wife won't like it, but
yeah, I've been wanting to do some bow hunting for rabbits. I mean, I think that would be fun.
Sweet. Yeah, we got a deal coming up in Mitchell next weekend. Me and my buddy are trying to look for 2 more hunters to go on. It's a furry critter hunt.
Right.
There's the point system for coyotes, fox, whatever, biggest coyote, biggest fox, whatever, and then it's basically squirrels, rabbits, whatever.
Right.
I'm not real sure how it goes. I got to get on there and get paid here before it's too late. But it starts 6 o'clock Friday night and ends 6 o'clock Saturday night. We got to meet Mitchell with all your points.
If I would have known about that, I could probably plan for that, but I don't. We only have the one vehicle now because I lost my truck back in August when some idiot broadsided me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a perfectly good little F-150.
You have a channel, SD?
Yeah, SD Mountain Man.
SD Mountain Man. See if I can go over there and subscribe and show some support.
He is really good. Great, he is.
I haven't really had a lot out there in the last, 8 months or so, but mostly fire starting type different stuff. Like I said, I've got ideas and stuff. I just need to get out and get after it and
one video at a time. One video at a time and make everyone better than the other.
SD, you just picked up another sub from Jeep. That's pretty cool.
Okay, I see you now. I gotcha.
Hey, Nisi Tribe, and good night. She just said good night, and it's too far. The Lost Product. Good night.
Look at this. Yeah, right, Cliff.
Cliff, you're a character. People love the character that you are. I remember Laj, Louis, my friend that passed away. He was like, Mallory, people that are on your panel are they're like you all have your individual characters, and he really liked you, Fox.
Yeah,
really did.
because he does a lot of the container gardening and things like that. That most people don't even talk about. They say, "Oh, you do this," but you don't show you what they do.
Yeah.
And he's done videos on how to build the raised beds and all that stuff, and his greenhouse and everything.
And the live streams, the person he is, he's just a really happy, joyful person. He's got everything you can possibly need in one room. He's just an awesome guy.
Ask him how many flashlights he owns. I think it's 43. Or is it 34? I'm dyslexic, so it could be either one.
So it's the people, it's
oh, Johnny especially. I'm sorry. Johnny is just Gray, I'm not sure if you've seen Johnny Harper's channel.
Johnny comments on every single one of my videos. I met Johnny through Sean or North Shore.
Yeah.
And he's a really cool guy, and I like he's a chef and stuff, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, Johnny, like I don't know how he does it. He watches every video from a lot of people,
and he comments on everybody's video too.
And he'll comment like 20 comments on one video because like he'll rewatch all my live streams.
He calls me.
He does it.
He calls and texts me daily, so just like. And he's in Hawaii and I'm in Iowa, so I think that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, as North Shore says, Johnny rocks. And it took forever for him to get a channel up and actually post stuff.
I know. And as I was, my first live stream was with Mark. I had Johnny on for his first live stream, and he's just been on live streams ever since.
I'm gonna have to see if I can get Johnny on my live stream one of these times. I do two shows, two live shows, one on Tuesday and then one on Friday that I just started. Okay. And the Friday kind of is like a free for all. You know what I mean? Anybody can kind of join in and just kind of.
Johnny is off work only one day a week. Thursdays. Usually he's on mine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He hops on Wednesdays, Tuesdays.
You want to show up on Thursday and pop in and just go for it. I'm open to anybody to show up and talk. I'll talk about anything for the most part, with the exception of politics, because that's a hot topic for everybody, because I'm trying to keep it neutral and fun for everybody. Right. We end up talking about food more often than not. Don't ask me how. I mean, I could not be talking about food at all, but someone starts eating or this, that, and the other thing. And
I think I've been in one of them lives before.
You get hungry. I mean,
you start thinking about things, yeah.
And
I just wanted to fill in, Mark, because I thought it was really cool that you had 2 raids this week.
Yeah, it is amazing. I mean, I wasn't planning on up here because lost
230 people.
Yeah, in the last 3 days, and like, oh my gosh, yeah. I'm reeling. I'm still reeling.
Like there were people in the chat rolling everywhere, and he didn't even know I hop on.
There's Johnny's channel right there for those people who are interested.
Yeah,
check that man out. He is so knowledgeable on. He does his little micro homestead in his backyard. I mean,
he grows year round.
Yep.
At Halloween, we had a Halloween live stream, and he had squash. Like
he won your contest.
Oh yeah, he did. He was dressed as a hot dog.
It was funny.
Yeah.
He's actually invited my wife and I to come out to his place when we get a chance. If we can find the money to go out. I've got the vacation time, just not the money.
Yeah. Well, our issue here is COVID, so.
Well, we'll get around. We can get around that, but.
A free handy maid says, "Hello, new subscriber from last raid."
Oh, thank you for coming.
That's cool.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess people like hearing what we have to say and what we talk about, because I talk about a little bit of everything, because, having a set thing for me is a little hard, though I love my archery. Don't get me wrong. That's my thing.
I mean, we're talking about food. I mean, Blake's sandwich did look pretty good.
Oh man, I'm hungry.
Oh, Blake, the reason why Blake was eating the bacon is because he's going vegan temporarily to help get his cholesterol down.
Oh,
Mhm.
So he's trying to get as much bacon in as he can before Monday. And he blames me for that because I was talking about BLTs and things like that. So I love a good BLT.
You know what's funny is say that there's a. You ever heard of a keto diet? Not a lot
Yeah.
of people get into.
eat fat,
Yeah, lots of bacon and butter and all kinds of stuff.
butter
and
and coffee instead of milk.
I was
I don't
wondering
know.
how healthy that is. That just seems odd.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
some
think it's like
weird
you
deal,
can't
isn't
do
it?
that permanently. I don't think you can do that permanently. It's not a permanent solution.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like the Survivor guys talk about.
Hey,
Rapid starvation.
Here. Mark is coming up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just subbed to his channel. His channel looks cool.
Oh, he
Wild
he
edible.
knows his stuff. I mean, from
He's got a beautiful
that
computer.
and between Mel and Johnny and Mark, these guys, I learned everything I know from them.
See, this is what I like about looking at other channels because you meet so much more new people and more stuff that kind of you can learn from and stuff like that. It's just pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's an awesome
Yeah.
community.
Sometimes I forget to talk and just listen to everybody else. And just I'm having fun, and that's the thing. And I talk a lot. I will accept that, but I like hearing what people have to say because they know more things than I do. I mean, if I had the room, I'd like to get Harvey up here. I'm not sure how many people I could have.
You can have 6 people up here, Colin. Well, 5 other than you.
So I don't know if anybody else wants to come up. I would like to see Harvey because I'd like to meet him, see what he looks like. Just curious.
We have the gentle giant on screen, Mark.
Yeah, oh yeah. How tall are you, Mark? How tall?
6'5".
6'5".
6'5".
Gee.
And look how small his
Hey,
phone
morning,
is.
Glory. Yeah, me. I'm only 5'8",
6'5".
I love
I'm
his
huge.
dog.
but I'm strong though. At least according to my work, I am anyway.
Mm.
Oh wow, this is so cool. I bounce with Sagan. Okay, I'm just reading the names.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you for coming, Mark. So, what kind of food do you like? You like bacon and tomato sandwiches, or anything like that, or what?
I like anything homemade that I smoke myself.
Well, you make your own bacon then.
I do. My own pastrami, my own summer sausage, my own hot dogs, my own brats.
Oh, you own hot dogs?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
I've
interesting.
never had homemade brats or hot dogs. That sounds good.
Yeah,
Super
I've never
simple.
done homemade hot dogs either. I do sausages, but never hot dogs.
Same way, but you just throw them in a smoker and cold smoke them.
Okay.
So I have
Good
to ask. I have to ask this question because you're in Wisconsin, right?
Yep.
How are the cheese curds?
Cheese curds are awesome.
I've never had authentic cheese curds. The closest I've had to it is they just put what is that fast food joint they call Culver's down here in Florida.
Mine is awesome with poutine sauce.
So you guys,
The best way to have them is you'll deep fried cheese curds. That's the only way to get it.
Oh, okay. I do have a cheese curd, place that's not too far in Pella, Iowa. It's a Dutch community, and you can go to any butcher shops or any place like that. Cheese curds,
That's cool
right on.
That's cool that in the States they're starting to have more and more. Like if the ones that squeak in your mouth, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
They're actually warm yet they're still fresh because the best ones is when you go right down to the cheese factory and they pull them right out of the vats and they're still warm and they're squeaking. That's
man.
My daughter, she wants to move to Canada for one reason and one reason only. Can you just imagine what that reason is?
Syrup.
Cheese curds.
Milk in a bag.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, milk in
I
a
can get
bag.
that at the gas station.
She thinks this is the greatest invention in the world. And I was telling North Shore one time about it because it's just like milk in a
Quick
bag.
Shop carries that stuff.
She
I was
shows
going
me
to
all
say
these
Quick Trip
pictures.
has a whole bunch of them, but that isn't real milk unless you can pull it right from the bulk tank.
Right.
That's the
But
best.
Yeah.
but it is cool though to have those milk bags, and the milk bags can also be reused as vacuum sealing bags, or because they are safe to go in the freezer. So
Right.
I reuse them that way.
I mean, that's good. Always repurposing stuff. That's in the prepping community. That's huge.
Yeah.
So that's why they sell it up there, is in a bag or gallon or what?
Here, I'll show you.
Okay,
stuff
Morning
we get into-
Glory says, cheese curds? Oh, Lord. No, milk in a bag.
What's this world coming through?
I used to have changed at the nursing home. The milk bags is 5 gallons in a bag and goes in.
I remember those when I was in
Put it
service.
in a deal.
Yeah, I remember working in I can't remember.
There we go.
I'm getting hungry again.
Okay, so it comes in. It's 4 liters of milk, right? Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
it's
a big
one bag. One bag like this, and inside the bag, you have 3 bags of milk.
Okay.
And so you cut off the tip and
Okay.
you put it in a thing and you pour it.
Yeah, quick shops carry those kind of bags.
Yeah, Quick Trip.
Interesting.
Yep. It's
You're
like
weird.
holding a boob. I'm just joking.
Really? Okay, wasn't thinking we were going to
Very
go there,
cold
but okay, that's going a different direction. Okay, cool. I like the fact that it can go any direction, like wherever the wind blows. So
Yeah, with live streams, you just never know which direction they're going to go sometimes.
I mean,
I'm sorry,
we've talked about fire starting. We've done we haven't done anything with people making clothes yet. That's interesting. Mark, do you do any canning of the animals that you harvest or anything like that?
We do chicken, beef. I don't do too much as far as pork. We do can bacon fat. I should say we did can it. We just save it.
Okay.
Lard.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, this just looks wrong.
I've done SD. You said I'm gonna have to do what is it called? The binge watch your channel, because I did one fire starting video that I got some pretty decent comments on. It was a twist on a common prepper thing that we do with the cotton balls and the Vaseline. Yeah.
Yep.
But what I did is you ever seen the pixie straws, the really big ones that are plastic?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I cut them in like a little bit 1.5 to 2 inch little things. I stuff the cotton balls inside there with the Vaseline. They're already pre-moistened with the Vaseline, and then I seal both edges. I heat the edges up and seal them tight, so it makes it watertight. And I just throw them in my bag, and whenever I need it, I just open it up, slice it open, pull a bit of cotton out, light it, and use it as kindling. And it just lasts a lot longer than your standard cotton ball.
Cool.
Well, that kind of situation actually is also good for like your spices too, like sugar, salt, pepper. You can use the same situation for those as well, and then you don't have to worry about them getting wet, which is
It's a good idea.
really cool. But you just got to color code them. That way you know you don't get all mixed up with your sugar.
Or clear straws so you know what's inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clear. I've wanted to do some of that. That's like kind of the spice wise. I thought about that, but yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, the cotton ball, you squeeze it in there with the Vaseline, and I don't know. My latest stuff has kind of been geared toward natural stuff, whatever you find around you.
Okay.
I did an EDC, the stuff I carry every day, ferro rod, my Leatherman and stuff like that. I did an EDC fire back in October, I think it was. My sister came down for pheasant hunting, and we just happened to stop by the campground where she's staying before we took off for pheasant hunting. And sure as hell, we were a little bit late. She had her fire started ready. Well, damn it, I'm still going to do my fired up Friday. And I went. The state park is like 2 miles from my house. Well, dang it, I'm still going to go do this. Somehow, I went out with my flashlight on my pocket, my EDC flashlight. I found a doggone branch in the trees. I brought that back, carved off some fat wood off of it, and with my ferro rod in my pocket, started that fire.
Nice.
Well, that's cool.
So it was pretty impressive. I mean, I kind of figured I could do it in a certain situation, but as an impromptu, it was really, really neat to do it. That really impressed me myself.
When you guys have like lots of snow, like let's say like Quebec said that like 6 feet of snow and stuff like that, and the wood gets extremely saturated or really wet. Do you guys use any other sources like solid fuel or anything like that for fire starting resources?
The biggest thing is to get to the inside where the wood's dry. Split it open, get to the middle, get to the middle of the wood, and then I got a lot of cedar around here, so the cedar bark is a good one. I just did last winter. I never did a video on it, but I did it, and then I drug my wife out to show her again. I went out and I gathered just some grass hay from my pasture out back here, middle of a damn blizzard, snow blowing, 30 miles an hour. Went out to my shelter, and I had that little bird's nest, and I took some cedar bark and stuff I had, and a little bit of char cloth, and with a dead lighter, no gas in the lighter, I started a fire.
Nice.
That's
just
cool.
With the spark and the char cloth.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, but I've heard that chaga is like extremely flammable.
That if you get a spark and a chaga, that's something I don't have around here either.
It lasts for a day. It'll actually sit there, and if you get an amber inside of it, you can carry that around with you forever.
Wow.
Oh, and when you blow it gets hotter.
Can you buy it online or?
No.
Yeah, I think you can. I thought you could.
Not the whole mushroom.
Oh wow.
I have a lot of it on my property.
I still gotta try to make tea out of it yet.
I'm gonna have to.
So did you ever figure out, Mel, what my idea was yet?
No.
Is it bugging you yet?
Well, a little.
Good. It's in this picture that's behind me.
That's he sells some chaga fire starters.
You're gonna go winter camping in your backyard.
Nope, I'm actually going to make if you look way in this back corner over here, way in the back far right hand corner, you'll see it looks like two little L-shaped things back there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a makeshift cabin because I have a pile of cedar posts that are sitting on the corner.
Nice.
So I was thinking about it because of being blocked up and stuck. I'm thinking I'm doing some kind of a log or some kind of lean-to or something back out there.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay.
You got a nice property. It's a nice spot too. There's nothing there.
Bear with me. I've seen you talk about that before, about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, maybe.
But what?
You talked about those L-shaped buildings before doing the same thing a while back. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I wanted to do something back there. Yeah, for the kids
you have a
too.
Beautiful house.
Yeah, it's a big house.
It's a beautiful house.
Trees.
I like my
place is
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the link, Kincaid.
Hey guys, it's
There you go.
1 o'clock in the morning here, and I need to go to bed.
It's what time?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Same time as you probably.
Let me see. Is it what time is it over here?
You're in Florida, right?
It's 4, yeah.
Well, yeah, midnight or 1 in Florida.
Yeah. I've been going to bed really late, like at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning because of my editing.
Well, it was nice to meet you face to face, kind of,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is. What's your name again?
He's amazing.
Gray Man Prepping.
Okay,
my name. It's gonna sound weird, but it's Cuba, Cuba, like the country.
Cuba. Okay.
Yeah.
Cuba got
Nothing wrong
merged.
with that.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, Cuba got merged.
every time I tell someone my name, I always say Cuba, like the country, and they're like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like the country down below Florida."
Yeah.
It's
out in the
Well, my. Yeah.
Sorry, there's a running gag about Cuba here because we pronounce it differently and it sounds like something very different in French. But I have to go, guys.
Good night.
All right. Thank you for
Bye.
coming.
Much love.
All right, Colin, I'm gonna hop off and go back to what I was doing, and I was getting ready for bed before I seen you online.
Well, thank you for coming, Mark.
Hey, no problem.
And thank you for earlier on Tyler's game show.
That was kind of fun.
I had a blast.
I got to dig through Mark's videos now that I subscribed. I got to go watch a bunch.
Oh, he's got a lot.
Yeah,
he's got a lot. We did a 7-day winter survival challenge. They did last year. They did that last year about this time.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a lot of footage to go through. It's really cool.
I mean, I'm glad I hopped on, meeting some new channels here and getting to expose myself to some more, content.
What sucks with mine was it was so cold out there at 30, 40 below. My mic froze, so I lost a ton of footage because I have no audio to it. I could actually lip sync it through my system, but I lost a lot of audio. I bet you I ended up with was right around 750 gigs of footage that I put into the external hard drives when we got back, and I got a lot of it that's lost.
Can you mind me asking a question? How do you I'm always curious how people because when I go outdoors right now, I'm just using my phone because my camera gear is so heavy. Like, how do you guys do that outdoors? That with your mics, like what type of mics and gear that you use?
I use a we have winter gear. We call them jackets. The camera for my Canon, I have an actual jacket for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for cold weather environment. I'm using the Rogue Pro, and that has a jacket. And then for transferring our data, I got a 8 gig. It's from what's right here. It's called My Passport, and it's wireless. So once it's charged, you can actually just go and. But here that is. So this goes out to the field with us, and it has on this side it has memory sticks, so you can stick a memory card in there.
Okay.
And on the front, you can use your USB, so you can actually jump stuff if you wanted to do it that way.
Are you using a mirrorless Canon or like a DSLR?
I got a DSLR there. I have the Canon's video camcorder, their newest one, and then I have three GoPros, and then I've got the DJI drone.
Oh, that's awesome. I see. I run a Canon as well. I have a Canon 90D. I don't know if you're familiar with that model.
No, mine is what is mine? The Rebel
T7, T8.
Yeah, T7, I think.
T7?
Yeah.
That was my camera I had a year ago, and then I upgraded to the 90D because it was supposed to be the latest and greatest kind of thing with the 4K and all that fun stuff.
But then after that, now I figured out how I can use those cameras to hook up and do live streams with them. So
yeah, I use the 4K Elgato.
That's a
cam link thing for live streaming.
Does actually YouTube allow 4K, or how do you guys do that? Because I was looking at that.
On the live stream, I'm not sure. I know you can upload 4K to YouTube, but it takes, unless you have a really solid upload speed, it can take forever.
Yeah, a lot of our videos we put out in 4K. We just got to tell the people that see YouTube now is with everybody online is telling everybody they push everything out at 380 or 360, the lowest bit rate that they have, and then you literally got to go and hit on the link and turn it up higher to watch it.
Yeah.
So that kind of stinks, but Colin,
looking forward to seeing your content.
Huh?
Yeah, hope you enjoy it. So how much?
I do my archery stuff and my backpacking stuff, but I got to upgrade. Oh man, I got most of the technical stuff I learned from Mark because he's the smartest person I know about that kind of thing.
I mean, he does have a lot of good gear. I was thinking of investing in a GoPro, and then the DJ, is it the Mavic Mini? It's about $400 for a little mini drone. Oh, okay. So that's the one you got. So you have good quality with that and decent.
Yeah, I got there's a couple of videos out there that drone. They're actually, if you're going to buy this, get the whole kit. And by time said and done with the batteries and everything, you're looking at six something.
Okay.
But they send you a soft case, and I highly recommend getting the hard case because this is actually the one. And then they have all the stuff as extras, but these are huge too. These are the lens covers for the camera so that you don't get the sun glare. You can actually do some flights and want to get some good sunsets, some pictures, and to get that what is called sunspot because the camera is too bright. So all of a sudden you get a purple ring around everything and it'll just flash like that. These are super important to have. And then it's got the one thing with the Mini is the landing gears are too small. So if you're on grass or something, so they got landing gear extensions and there's all kinds of stuff, different cables. But what I did is I've got my Apple Mini pad and it hooks right into my controller. and I use that to fly with, and it makes so much different.
I know with my camera, I got like UV filters and things like that on there.
Yep, that's what that is. This thing doesn't have that, but when you put them lenses on, it just. And what's cool is this thing, like I said, everybody says, "Well, I don't want to fly it. I don't want to crash it." Besides the sensors on the bottom, this thing is just almost indestructible unless you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. It's really a nice, solid platform.
Awesome, man. I appreciate the info, brother.
The only thing I got is my GoPro Hero 7 Silver. And that's new.
I'm just hoping to get a GoPro. I bought a life jacket a year ago with a mount on it, and so I've been hoping to go out and do some kayaking with it.
A lot of my stuff is still done on here, guys.
Oh, I still use my phone for a lot of mine too.
That's all I use. I had a Google Pixel, and now I got a A50 Samsung. But
yeah, I got an A50 Samsung with 4 cameras and all that stuff on there.
That's what I've been doing lately too. Is with my Samsung, I've been running out, and I plug in a lav mic to it to kind of get better audio quality out of it. But
that's something I've been looking at, or need to look at. I've been thinking about it anyway. I guess is a mic, something to get me so I can get a little farther away.
Right.
I don't know where I put it, Colin, but you want another? Its average on the road would be the my Canon camcorder. I mean, it's not the only reason why I got it is because it's completely waterproof. When you close it, it's waterproof. So, and the zoom on it is crazy. I mean, it's got a 400-meter zoom on it.
Wow.
Unreal.
That is unreal.
I wonder where that thing is.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably get good shots of wildlife with that, because you could have that distance from you.
Be great for archery. Be able to see your shots after you shoot.
That's true. Very true.
Well, with the bare bows competition I do is that the shots are at 40, 50, and 60 yards. So that way you can tell where you hit.
I lost track of the chat.
Yeah, I always lose track of that.
On the deer gather up in the wintertime, I seen 40+ turkeys today in this field.
Dude.
Along the Big Sioux River, it was nuts. My buddy's like,
I gotta come up to where you're at. You're not that far from me. You're only a couple hours.
So yeah, this is the control for the Maverick Mini. These things help with reception. They're actually just little visors to reflectors to make the signal stronger. But yeah, then I've got my iPad that sits on top of this gimbal, and then you have your controller, which is, if you look at the size of your phone versus iPad Mini, it's a pretty good setup, and it works really well. That's the only thing I use it for. So I don't know where my other camera went. That irritates me.
Well, this one here is new because my last one died Christmas Eve, and a subscriber bought me this one, which I'm really, really.
Oh, that's awesome, man!
Grateful.
Nice.
I mean, I asked. Oh, he said, "I'll buy you a new one." I go, I went from a GoPro Hero 3 to this. That's a big jump.
Agreed.
And I would have been happy with a used GoPro Hero 3. That's what I had. But it's going to take some getting used to this one here. It's supposed to be waterproofed up to 10 meters or something.
You have waterproofing case for the waterproof case for it?
It doesn't. It doesn't need a case. I'm trying because I don't plan on going underwater. But it will be, as long as I can film during the rain if I need to. That kind of thing. I'd be fine with that. And it seals really well because you can hear it pop every time I open up the kit to charge it.
Okay.
I
was curious about the slots where your SD goes and stuff like that. If it has like a nice seal on it.
Let me see.
There it is. This is a reasonable price. I think it's like a $350-$400 camera, and this is Canon's new. It's waterproof, 5 millimeter by 16 by 4 feet, shockproof. It's a W111 HD, and it's got a 32 gig memory card in here. But this thing is just, and it's cool. I mean, look how small it is.
Yeah,
I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah. So
does it have stabilization in it so that when you're extended so far out?
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
And so that's the
or something like that.
oh, of course,
Oh,
the
wow.
green screen goes through with it. Let me see. Yeah, green screen's gonna mess with it, but I mean,
It's really cool. You're like invisible.
but I like that. I took this one out. That was one of the. I bought that for the winter challenge, and just the fact because I knew the environment we were going out into, and I didn't know if my jackets were going to make it in time or not. Because when we found out the weather that we were going into, I'm like, if I don't want to take my Canon out there, that thing I'll take with me, my GoPros and stuff like that. But still, even at the fact with all the external batteries that we had, stuff like that, you go out there in that kind of temperatures, you got a fully charged battery, and then I think I was getting a half an hour out of a battery. So, and this one actually would make it for probably 3 hours in that environment, where my big Canon would make it half an hour on a full charged battery. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, last winter when I did some of that stuff when it was cold, like Christmas time cold, I would come out, and if I didn't have 100% when I left the house, I could barely get a 3-minute video out. It was just
we stayed out there for 7 days, and it was 30 below Fahrenheit for temperatures at nighttime. So
I bring my Anchor battery no matter where I go, even if I'm because you never know.
I guess I should feel lucky being in Florida because it never gets that cold down here.
Yeah.
Well, it was. I mentioned earlier it was like -9 yesterday morning.
Wow. If that happened,
That's not what. That's not that chill.
it would be an extreme shit hits the fan event if that happened in Florida.
Well, if you wanted a snowball, I can just walk out my front and bring you a snowball if you want to see one.
What was that movie?
Which movie is that?
There was a doggone movie where everything the weather all turned. I'm trying to think. I got it on my DVR.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I can't think of it either because it's like
Lord.
It's an
you're
apocalyptic
talking about
movie.
that one where they freeze their
Yeah.
Where the way you start watching, the way you start what? Yeah, Day After Tomorrow. Yep.
I like that movie. Dennis Quaid. Love that movie. He's his son's thriving in the New York Public Library.
Burning books. Imagine that.
Doing YouTube, I really haven't had time to even watch TV between doing YouTube, work, and family. It's like it takes up a lot of time.
It's the thing. Our local channel in Sioux Falls, we lost it due to Dish not having the contract renewed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we bitched and finally got it back. And you know what? I don't think I've hardly even watched the news at night since it came back. Between that and I'm part of a National Patriot group, and I just there's not enough time.
Oh, okay. Some people don't realize how much time this stuff can take up, especially with editing and cutting and producing content.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to have to hit you guys up for learning how to edit because I've tried watching the videos, but I'm dyslexic and it makes it really hard to.
Once I had you cut, and it was clear as mud to me. I couldn't figure it out for nothing. It made no sense. And then I don't know. I got a YouTube buddy down south of me, just here down in Sioux City, and he uses it all the time. I couldn't figure it out, so I went here just when I got this new phone. I went and I think it's Filmora is what I got now, and I haven't put anything into it to try it and play with it yet. But
I've had Filmora.
I have to download that. I don't have that.
For 2 years now, and I do all my videos with Filmora 9.
Yeah, it's great to have on the phone.
Huh?
Easy to do?
Oh, yeah. I do some make myself disappear, make the go away in pieces. I guess there's so much you can do with that, and the LUDs on there are just crazy.
Yeah.
The coloring is amazing you can do with that thing. And if I don't know how to say his last name, but his name is David. So if you really want to see, he works for Filmora. He does he has a YouTube channel on here. I learned so much on how to use that software and how to do some awesome rendering. And once you get it all set up and running, just send me an email or get a hold of Colin and I will shoot that over to you. He's amazing at what he does.
Nice.
Well, the thing is, I'll probably use that information myself, Mark, because I said I am an idiot when it comes to this stuff. I mean, I can film all I want, but I'm usually live when I do stuff, like when I'm backpacking or like record as I go.
You got to remember, Colin, there's two types of shooting. There's the guys that just go set up a camera and just let it run, and then they catch and do whatever. And then you got guys like us that are out there that think what we're going to do before we go out there. So our video shots are like 30 to a minute long each section, because we're constantly turning the camera, we're constantly moving, and so we know the shot that we want, and we have that already made up in our mind what's going on. So it's all in a matter on how you use and what kind of system you're going to use. You know, if you're going to be the one to walk away.
And see, that's me in a way. In certain things I want to show, I've got it figured out, but I just don't know how to do it.
Do you shoot a lot of B-roll as well to add to your footage?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I noticed people who've been doing it for a while, they put it all together and it just looks so smooth.
I do a lot of B-roll. We always have 2 cameras running in the background just for B-roll shots or something. Like when you saw us walking on a 7-day challenge, Colin, when we come up to the camp, there's 4 cameras set up for that one shot.
Wow.
I do know that one of our friends, Johnny Harper, his wife does all his editing for him because she just loves that stuff. She found out she's got a passion for it, which is cool. That's why he's got his footage is so cool. You know,
Yeah,
the fact that he's got a good location doesn't hurt. But
yeah, beachfront works.
Yeah, I'm trying to get me what is that, a gimbal for my phone to get a little. I mean, it has a steady shot on the Samsung Note 10 Plus or whatever the hell I got, but the gimbal seems to make a lot smoother shots.
I don't have a gimbal, but I do have a lot of different things.
You guys got to remember too that Filmora will do that zoom in, zoom out concept. You can set that up in there, and then there is a stabilization on there also, so that you can use your camera. And you can use Filmora software to stabilize the shot and get it corrected. There's lens correction on there. There's all kinds of things that you can do with Filmora.
So if you're moving or something, it smooths that out or whatever?
To an extent. I mean, if you're shaky Annie like this, there's no hope. But I mean, if you're actually, a little bit, yeah, you can fix it. Color correction, you can fix. You can do a lot of stuff.
I've got one of the things I want to do is a couple videos on a couple of things I've got that I've made for YouTube, whatever, for my camera mount. Is a walking stick I made that just got a mount on the top of it, and then I got another one that's a little short one. I call it my self-defense selfie stick. It's just a short little it's a little plunger handle basically that I took and put a.
This one here. I think I paid $17, and it's called a Fujitech. And it is
GoPro.
Yeah, it's a selfie stick. If you extend it out, it's a selfie stick. It has, like, right now I had my cell phone on here today, so you can adjust your cell phone whichever way you want. And then the cool thing is it's also a tripod. It has a tripod on the other side, and then it's got a little Bluetooth so that you can activate your cameras just by touching the button. So if you're using your phone or something, you can actually hook the Bluetooth up and turn it on and off, pause it, all that stuff with the Bluetooth. So it's a really nice little handy thing to have. And I think it fully extended, it sits up about 4 feet. So
yeah, it's pretty neat. And it's
funny.
funny.
I hear pee smell off and on.
Because you got to lug all that equipment out there with you. A lot of people don't. It's a lot more work than people assume.
Talk amongst yourselves.
You're lugging cameras and batteries and rigs, and it gets crazy, man. It's like a separate pack from your other pack.
Exactly. I mean, 2 otter sleds full when I did the 7-day challenge of just camera gear, batteries, solar packs. Crazy what has to go out there, especially if you're doing lighting. I mean, none of us had. Well, the cameras do have night vision on them, but they're not the best. So you have to come up with some kind of lighting. So we were buying portable lights that we could hang up in the trees and climb up there, so we could actually get the shots at nighttime and get the campfire with the glow. Right? I mean, it is crazy what you got to put into it just to get that shot.
Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing your work now, because you seem like you've put a lot of work and time into it, and you're dedicated.
Been doing this a while, so
Yeah, funny enough, I've only been doing it roughly about, I think, 6 or 7 weeks now. I was convinced to jump on YouTube, and I was like, all right, I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. Because by trade, I have another job, but I've been a photographer for a while. So, of course, I had some camera gear and lights, but then getting into the YouTube thing is a lot more different than just going out and taking pictures of, stuff.
Yeah, I'm a full-time machinist, so I got a full-time job, family, kids, a homestead, and then my YouTube channel. So my problem is consistency. Sometimes I don't want to put a video out, or I don't want to do something my last break I took was 6 months. So
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of content creators, and they're like, "Man, you got to put out videos every day." And I'm like, "I have jobs and stuff." It's like it's extremely complex to try to put out that much content.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Once the things that I can tell you guys is once you get, like, they're called floater videos, that continuously with the season, especially homesteading, the season videos helps a lot, because in the wintertime they're watching the survival videos and the challenges. In the summertime they're watching the gardening, they're watching the chicken coops in the wintertime versus the summertime. So there's a lot of things that you can do that way. So if you can think in your niche and of what you're doing, is if you can do it so that you have the season's videos, because especially right now YouTube from January 1st to right around March 31st in that area, they pay really big for winter videos. So if you have anything that says extreme in it, you're going to get a very good payout on that, because it's a hot topic at this time of the year.
I gotta get after that.
The only thing I think I have going for me is if we ever get a serious hurricane and I go live with the hurricane, I think that would shoot me up a little bit.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, when the derecho came through the Midwest, that was the only place you heard about it was on YouTube. You didn't hear about it anywhere else.
Yeah, I noticed that.
If you're in Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and you're prepping. So what about even the survival tactics in that kind of humid environment? I mean, that's a different environment than what I had my survival training out in Arizona, and then I did my cold weather survival training in Alaska, and when I was in the service. So as far as, in your kind of environment, I've been down in Georgia, I've been down in Florida, I was stationed in North Carolina. So I know the humidity that's out there, it's brutal. So for a guy like me to come out there, I would be dying because I'm not used to that humidity. So prepping, as far as what I'm looking at, is how does someone like me prep in that kind of environment? I mean, my water intake's going to be twice as much as what you are. I'm not going to be able to travel as fast because you're used to that. I'd be sweating and blowing a nut by the time you're a mile down the road. But now bring you up here by me in a cold environment, it would be, the same situation. You'd be freezing, and I'm still got my t-shirts on. So, that's what I'm saying. You do have a niche there because you have that humidity, you have that tropical climate, that if you're out in that kind of a situation, and a lot of people are moving towards Florida now because of the fact the way the world is turning. There's a lot of people that go that way. So there is some stuff out there that you can do that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of stuff that I want to do, and I'm trying to stay away from the whole political stuff as well, and I like to talk about the gear that I have, and trying to find more affordable options for people than, there's some people out there that push some of this gear out there that's like, man, it's super expensive, and there's a lot cheaper alternatives that you can use. So I've been exploring some of that stuff. I want to do some stuff with the gators and that kind of stuff like that, because like where you're at, some people are interested, like, wow, they're going gator hunting. How do you do that, and how do you process that meat and stuff like that?
And you can send all you want to me because I love gator. That's but yeah, exactly. I've got a whole basement full of gear, and I had he was an ice climber from Michigan, survivalist, and I had Tyler from up by you guys, or down by you guys, and you know what? They were shocked when they came here to experience my cold environment, because mine sets in the bones, and they're like, "What gear do you use?" Because they were having issues, and I'm just using my old military gear, nothing special. I've tried some hot top dollar, and I'll tell you, my bivy will kick the butt out of any kind of stuff that's on the market right now.
What branch were you in?
I was in the Army.
Okay, same as me. I was in the Army back in '93. I depped in from high school.
You're the same age as me then, because I went in 1992 and I got out in 2007.
I got out 4 years later. So what would that be? Like 90, 97-ish, 98, something right around there.
Okay. I was in originally from 87 to 91 Air Force, then from 91 to 2000. So
Yep, 87, 91 Air Force Security Police myself.
We're all vets. Look at
Yeah,
that.
awesome, man.
Let's do a blood type check.
So yeah, it's it's a cool thing, and there's a lot of stuff that we can teach people because a lot of people weren't trained and have our skill sets.
Right.
So,
You know what? You talk about the military gear. That's what I started hunting with. My dad was a Army Guard surplus sergeant and stuff. So yeah, my first pair of boots to wear around was combat boots and a field jacket when I'd go hunting and gloves.
You know, it's funny you say that. I tell a lot of people, man, your feet are so important in the proper footwear and wherever you're at, man, because a lot of people, they'll buy certain boots and just, put them in the corner for like worst case scenarios, and they throw them on, and then they have all kinds of, we all know what foot rot is.
You got to test your gear. You got to know your gear.
Like my boots are especially made. They're Bafflins. They're out of Canada. They're strictly made for kick-ass cold weather. And I put 100. I had them out in 50 below. I will put them up against anything as far as cold weather. Now, when it comes to warm weather, yeah, your feet are gonna sweat. You're not gonna be comfortable. Those are super light compared to like an Iceman or something like that, which would be the same category as for temperature wise, but they're 5 times heavier. So you're absolutely right. Your footwear are so important. And even with the boots that I work with, I mean, I'm on my feet all day long. I stand in front of a machine.
I've actually been on the shoe department because my wife works at an orthopedic shoe store, and she just bought me. I just got these brand new.
Nice.
Fitted to my feet. I've got super wide feet, folks. They're not very long. I'm only a 10, but I'm a 6X wide.
Well, being talking about footwear, a lot of people, they get certain type. People who put, you wear a pack to go hiking and whatnot, right? So, ankle support is also important, in regards to, carrying a pack on your back and whatnot. You can't just be wearing tennis shoes or something like that.
Oh, you could, but you wouldn't be happy after a little while at all.
Just in your pack design too. I mean, depending on where you're at. I mean, up here, I use my Alice packs. I got mediums. I got the medium, small, and large. And then I've also got an 82-liter backpack that I use if I really want to haul some stuff around that I got from a company that wanted me to try their gear out. Archery Outdoors sent me his whole warehouse full of gear.
Oh, wow.
To do the test. Yeah, I got videos on it. I actually put his tent through a tornado, and I still use that same tent today.
That's awesome.
So, but that's the cool thing is your gear is your most important thing. And like I tell Tyler, he's always asking what do you want to talk about? And if you don't use it and know how to use it, it's not going to help you. And you can have the best stuff in the world, and if you don't know how to use it, it's useless.
Agreed, man. It's some people make bug out bags. They pack it full of a bunch of stuff they're probably never ever going to use, and then when they try to use it, they have no clue.
And the thing is also I just did something on my Patriot group talking about the other day is you got to go through that stuff every couple months just to familiarize yourself where stuff's at. Where's my fire stuff? Where's my my waterproof, my whatever. You got to know.
If you guys can teach people how to do that without having supplies.
Yeah. See, I get a lot of questions because I was a medic, and I've been trying to explain to people that there's only certain things I can do on YouTube without worrying about some sort of liability. Like I can't just use a decompression needle on somebody and just like, hey, just try this. Or, I get a lot of questions like that. I'm like, I can show you how to use a tourniquet because, that's not much liability there. It's really easy to use, but I'm not going to go too deep into certain medical aspects.
I agree, Ray, because I was the same way because I was a medic too.
All right. Awesome. Compadres.
That's my guy south of me here, Brian's Lost Hills Homestead. He's a medic in the Army too, Army Guard.
I spent 4 years running the EMT as your EMT intermediate and firefighter. So as far as you guys go,
damn.
Yeah. So yeah, there are certain things that we can't say and we can't do, but there's all those things like a lot of people don't know about pine pitch. A lot of people don't know that it's a fire starter and it's an antiseptic in one thing. So that would be one thing I'd be looking for. Birch bark, cedar. You're just talking, and as I let them talk, how do you light a fire in a wet environment? I mean, up here, you got snow up the wazoo, and it's 6 to 12 feet or 6 to 12 inches on a log. I'm going to do exactly like you said. I'm going on the bottom of that log, and I'm just going to start slicing until I get to the wood where it's dry, and then I'm going to start shaving, making feathers, and that's my fire starter. And he said another thing is that I use bird balls all the time, walk around. I'll put cat tails in my pocket, long grass. I'm picking branches off of stuff as I'm walking along because then I can make a nest.
It's the only way you can. You never know when you're going to need it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's similar to down here. We use, you breaking up a coconut and you got that coconut hair in there and like that.
Yeah. Or what about the palm trees?
Palm husk.
The big masses on the I don't know what is that, bark or whatever they call in a pine tree or a palm.
Yeah, you can do that on all kinds of different palms and stuff like that. You can. What's great about Florida, we have a lot of palms, and you can eat the heart of palms inside of them. They're very sweet, kind of like a potato consistency. Just different. I've been trying to get people to like think outside the boxes. Whereas, sure, we got our our freeze dried foods and all our stuff like that, but you have to also look at there's a lot of medicinal plants and edible plants out there that you might need to survive.
Speaking of Florida, check out Dominic Minichetti. He's another YouTuber down there, good fire guy.
You ever see the Peterson's Hand Guide?
Yeah, you showed that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I get that same book.
I haven't done it yet. I haven't had a chance to do it.
I do wild edibles, and I teach wild edibles, and I teach people to go out and harvest. And even though I know my plants in this area, that book is still in my side pocket all the time, just in case that I run up to something that I haven't recognized.
Right. I mean, it's good to have redundancies, man.
You got to know with that stuff.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I got a question for you guys. You guys might know it, especially Mark with his knowledge of that. I've been trying to find alternative stuff for the stuff I have to take every day because I have a heart condition. I have to take aspirin every single day, but I don't want to be stuck having to try to scrounge for aspirin for the rest of my life if something happens to me. I understand that, but how much billibark should you use? And I know because it's easy to find, but how much do you use?
I'd have to go look at my. I made there. First off, you have to make a tincture. You just can't take willow bark. You have to actually do the tincture, and that's taking something that's 100 proof or higher, and then you grind the willow bark up into a fine dust. You let it sit in there for a couple months, and then you strain it and everything else like that. But I'll have to look at my container. I can tell you. I think it's like 5 to 10 drops in a dropper like this, 3 to 4 times a day. But I want to make 100% sure check because what I was happening,
tea or something. You can make a tea out of it or something.
Teas don't do as well as what a tincture is going to do because a tincture pulls out the nutrients and everything out of it so much stronger than what a tea will ever do.
Okay.
I just want to throw this out there, Mark. One of these days, I want to have you on one of my shows.
Hey, you just send me an email. My email's on my YouTube channel. If you go down to my About page, I'm on there. I'll be more than happy. I know a lot of people that have asked me lately, hey, can you come on to my channel and start talking about wild edibles? And I've had a lot of people that told me I was nuts when I started this channel and said, it ain't going to go nowhere. And now they're asking me, hey, can you come teach me wild edibles? So people are catching on real fast. Like you just got done saying, a homesteader is all about prepping, preparing, and surviving. I take it to the next level, and I want to thrive. I just don't want to survive. I want to thrive. And when you have a renewable resource right on wherever you're at, that is the best way to do it. So do I have preps? Absolutely. Do I have frozen and dehydrated foods? Absolutely. But I can my own stuff every year. I make my own meats all the time. I can do that on open fire. I make my own smokers. I can do all that stuff on my own. I don't need something tangible to be out there. And that's the best experience you guys can ever have is the skill and the knowledge to do that stuff on your own without any kind of help.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Agreed.
This is a great information. I'm glad I jumped on here, man. This is awesome.
I just know a few people, I think. Just a little bit. What? I know people. Just a little bit.
Guys, it's getting late for me. I got to take off here. So.
Okay.
Look at
Great
water
to see you
purifiers.
guys.
How much
See you
people
later.
spend.
Talk to you soon.
I agree,
Yep,
Mark.
sounds good.
Later,
Yeah,
SD.
take care, man. Yeah, water purifiers. People spend thousands and thousands of dollars on those. A lot of those things you can make out in the field
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, you can. We use sand and all kinds of and coconut fibers. There's a lot of things that we can use for that as well. People have asked me if I should do a video, but like I said, I'm so new to. I have a lot of content that I can produce. I just got to get the time to do it. You know what I mean?
Biggest and most simple and safest one out there is charcoal. And do your rocks, your sand, your rock, your charcoal, and like tall grass or something like that.
Mhm.
Let that filter down through, and you have your bottom of your top, and perfect. You know, I would
Right.
still boil everything if I had to, but I mean, I put faith in that. I've done that already, and I trust it. So
Yeah, agreed. A lot of everybody says, "Hey, can you do anything with the ocean?" I'm like, the ocean's a lot more complex than you think. You know what I mean? Trying to get the salt out of that as a
if you can get the salt out of that, there's ways, but
it can be very pricey. I've looked into it.
I don't know
almost
much
better
about the
just
ocean
take
stuff.
a clear
Yeah.
tarp, just put it out and just for catching condensation in the morning than you are to, and let that boil off and drip down to a pan, like in the
Right.
sands.
Agreed.
Yeah, we have a well here, so I don't have, I don't know what else to, tell you other than going out in the backyard using the hand pump.
You got to remember too is a lot of times people, the mole farms, they have old wells in them. There's a lot of places to find water. You got to look at it. Just stay away from that old stagnant water. Might have a crock in it.
Yeah, one lucky thing that I guess I could say, people wonder how you can drink it, but I have a pool, so I have roughly 10,000 gallons in my backyard.
I get what I mean. That's the whole reason why I put it in is there's 5,200 gallons in that pool. So if I want to flush a toilet, if I want to boil water out of there, a lot of people don't realize people use chlorine to purify water. Hate to tell you that. If you go to the city and you crack that tap, you can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to know the percentage of it, and you can boil that off and clean it up. But it'll work for toilets. It'll wash your clothes, so much stuff. So yeah, they're a good investment.
That's the dry bulk chlorine stuff, right?
What?
I've seen it, the bulk powdered chlorine that you can get for pools.
Yeah. I use a liquid for ours, but
I figure the powder will last longer.
it's just easier to mix with a liquid. But I mean, I got pool. That's like people when were buying up bleach for hand sanitizers. Well, I had 3 cases of bleach for the pool.
Yeah.
I'll make my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think outside the box sometimes when everybody made that run on bleach. I mean, being a prepper, I had tons of shit, but people don't realize that bleach, has an average lifespan of about a year, in your depending on how you store it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's 8 to 9 drops per gallon, and unless it's more, you can also use up to 12 drops. I'm trying to think of what is it called, but anyways, on the average, it's usually about 8 to 9 drops per gallon of water.
Yeah, it's really it's a simple thing. It just people don't have the time, or that I guess they'll say I'll worry about it when it happens. That's what I used to hear a lot of. Well, now that it happened, now they're going, oh my Lord, what do I do? And I'm like, now you're short time. Now you don't have what you need.
Yeah, agreed. And it's easy, a lot more easier than people think. Is when I go to the store, like, oh, it's on sale. Let me grab a couple extra, and just rotate it in and out.
Yep. And that's what I like about doing the homestead is that it's constantly rotated because we burn through it in the year.
Mm-hmm.
I save all my own seeds and then we use them for the following year. They're all heirloom seeds. So
nice.
I do all my own canning. I do all my everything, pressure canning, water bath canning, all that stuff. So from making our own apple cider, apple vinegar, all
Yeah,
of
that. You have your own bees, Mark?
No. I try
you don't.
and I try to talk to Mama about getting bees here. She don't want on doing it.
The only thing I can suggest you to find a way to grow coffee. Some way, somehow.
I told you before, and I've told people 100 times, if you are short on coffee, everybody has dandelions.
Mm-hmm.
I know about dandelions.
Yep, you roast them, and it's exactly the same. You can't tell a difference.
I do know one good thing. If the world ended here, Des Moines actually has something that most people don't have. At the Botanical Center, they actually have a coffee tree. a mature one. I would so take over the botanical center in art. Wood stove to keep it warm, to keep things growing. I would do whatever it would take.
You know, you can always go and buy, you can buy coffee, stick it in Mylar bags, put it in an oxygen absorber, seal it up, and you can put away for a rainy day.
Yeah. And do beans. Don't do the
ground up ones. Don't do that, but you can use the beans and store them for a long time.
Oh, that's cool. But don't do it around trail trash because he eats raw coffee beans.
Man, Ed really likes you.
His wife used to work at a coffee plantation in Hawaii, and he used to eat the beans there when he was in the Army.
Wow. Yeah.
On his life this week. So.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. I got to get back to it. I was going to say do that hour ago. I will be hooking you up there, Gray Man, and looking forward to your email. And usually I'm off on the weekends, so if you want to set something up, just shoot me an email, let me know, because I work second shift, so I don't usually get home till midnight, and I work way, way too much to begin with, but I am home on the weekends. So,
all right, brother. Yeah, we could do something even late in the evening or something like that, and like super late. But man, we can figure out something. It was also great meeting you, brother.
Yeah, you too. You guys take care. I'll see you around.
Later, brother.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, it seems.
I mean, this was awesome, brother.
I just like talking. I like, I don't know. I'm not as knowledgeable as some, but I just happen to know people who know things, which is a good thing, I think. And I learn as much as I can from them. And hopefully I can teach them something. I actually got something to show you that my friend Blake made for me that I'm not sure if I showed you. Is this.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool, that arrow, man. I mean, you put some work into that.
Yeah, this is a pimento.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what but it's not really straight. It's like really. Well, if it would have been a little sturdier and less warped, I would have tried to shoot it. But I do like the arrowhead is like really freaking cool.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. I like that.
I think he found it because he does a lot of arrowhead hunting and stuff like that. But Blake's really cool. His fletching is really spot on. Oh, yeah, got some over there. Pop up there. Get off there. Hit the wrong button. But it just.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was trying to say I'm trying to think who directed me to your channel a while back because I've been following you for a while. Just trying to think when that was. I don't know if it was North Shore or somebody. Somebody directed me over here a while back.
Well, you could ask North Shore. He's right here.
Yeah, North. Did you send me over here a while back? Did North Shore ever raid you?
Let me see if I can get him up here. Get the answer from him directly.
Yeah, why don't you jump on, Sean?
Sean, get your, okay. I'm not going to say. No, I mean, I could talk to Sean pretty much all day, not get bored, not, subject just flows. It doesn't, get choppy. The only time when I have a bunch of people in here, I don't want to talk over somebody. I just want to be polite, and you guys are getting so synced up, which is really freaking cool, and that kind of thing. So I learned so much. The fact that I didn't know we were both medics, which is really cool.
Yeah. So
that was cool. Yeah, I say cool too much. Okay. I've been up for like, let's see, what time is it? 14 hours. I don't sleep much. I don't sleep much. 5 hours usually.
I did a 12.5-hour shift and got home, and I was starting to work on what I'm trying to do for tomorrow. Because I work 3 days at my 9 to 5, as I call it. I do roughly about 38 hours in 3 days, and then I get my 4 days off. But I usually do all my YouTube content in those 4 days of producing and editing and creating content. So it does take.
Are you in the medical field still?
No. I'm funny enough, I haven't been in the medical field in so long. It's ridiculous. But I stay brushed up on a lot of stuff, if that makes sense. I get certified every year and stuff like that. But
I tried doing that after I got out, and on my first ride, we ran into a car accident with a drunk driver and little kids. And the lady kept on saying, "I just wanted to get home." Not a scratch on her. She was blitzed out of her mind. And the kids, superficial cuts on the kids, but there were kids involved. And that one thing to see soldiers who volunteer and treating them, but little kids, I was done. I could not do it anymore. So,
yeah, if you're like me, I don't know if you do. I have cat tourniquets everywhere. I have multiple IFAKs. I got all kinds of stuff that I float around with.
I used to. I mean, back when I was of my house, because I kept getting flashbacks of seeing that, and I could do small things. And so I decided, I mean, I've even seen a guy who got his hand peeled by a tank track. Didn't faze me, but a little kid getting hurt, that was enough.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, dealing with children can definitely get some of that, bring up some PTSD, man.
Yeah. Oh, wait, speaking of Sean, there he is.
Join us. There we go.
Here, let me do this. I'm going to put myself at the bottom here for a change. There we go.
Holy crap, I've got the con.
Yeah.
How you doing?
There we go.
Now you're on it. Another month and you'll have it raked down. I used to make the same mistake. I go, hey, I want to poke that guy. And wait a second, he's not over there. He's over there.
Always the opposite.
But down is still down, but you got to go that way, not that way.
Right.
How you doing, Greg?
Not too bad. Did you mess with your clock?
Yeah, I advanced it by 20 seconds.
Okay.
Because we're getting there.
Yeah, agreed, brother.
How you doing, Colin?
Surprisingly good, because I'm not sure if you heard, I got rated twice this week.
All right. Now, I did hear this evening in the chat that you got rated by Monograph, who I also got rated by. Who was the other raider?
I must count. 101, I think.
Prepping 101? Somebody's locking up.
It's not me. I see you pretty good. We could all just like freeze.
My
Yeah, Colin's vid's messed up here.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has anything to do with me having jumped in.
I mean, he had 4 people up here earlier. It was no problem.
Oh,
my back. So you
say
in
the chat saying it was Prepping 101. Not So Remote has it too. Yeah, Prepping 101. He's been doing some raiding too, and you guys know I've been doing some raiding since I got raided on Christmas Eve by the Monograph channel.
Yeah, I participated in a bunch of your raids, North Shore, because I mean, you helped my channel out so much, man. And I probably said that a bunch of times and repeat myself, but
okay.
Well, yeah.
Am I back? Can we?
All right, Colin's doing some typing. Yeah, Gray Man, you know what? These are sort of the places that I hang out. I'll hang out in a chat that's got a dozen people in it, and instead of a room that's got 2,000 or 3,000 in it.
Right.
Like I do moderate for some larger channels, and to be honest with you, it's all work.
Right.
And you don't really get to enjoy the content and participate. You spend 25% of your time saying hi, another 25% of your time swatting turds, and your other 50% of the time monitoring the chat so that you can see if there's any turds in there, right? But
right.
This is one of the reasons why I love to hang out in these smaller channels. Now, Quebec Homestead, when she was up here in Colin's panel here earlier, I found her just through was kind of suggested viewing when I was sort of YouTubing homesteading channels in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Hers just kind of popped up, and I was a really little channel, maybe 100 subscribers, when I found Mallory over at Quebec Homestead, which is exactly where I met Mark from Rolling Homestead. And I was still really new to Quebec Homestead's channel.
Right.
And she had a live stream one night, and Mark was on there, Mark from Rolling Homestead, and they were having a live chat all about wild edibles. And that was one of the most interesting live streams I've ever seen from anybody.
Wow. Yeah, he seems really knowledgeable on a lot of stuff, man. And I was just like, and if you know North, the community that we're in, you have more of a grasp on it, but there's like the prepping community is a little bit more smaller than I expected. There's like a certain group of people that we're familiar with, and I think having Mark exposed to some of these people would be awesome.
Well, this is one of the reasons why I hang out in these smaller chats with our wonderful host, Colin here. He is a traditional archery expert.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and he's down in Iowa or up in Iowa, depends where you are. Like y'all know I'm in Canada, but when you want the real information, you go to the real people. And sometimes the real people don't have a huge, massive channel, and that doesn't matter. So when you stumble across these people, like our good friend Colin here, you hold them up and support them. Right. And so you may well have heard about this channel from me, because I tell people, a lot of people to come here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I've followed a lot of channels that you've suggested and been trying to explore, outside of the realm of the bubble that I'm in, I guess you could say.
Colin, your mic?
We can see it. Yeah, we can see you now, Colin, but we can't hear you.
Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. So yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't just hang around in the prepping community, because I think like homesteaders are the ultimate preppers. I think that's like the ultimate prepping goal end game.
Can I be heard? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anything about archery you need to know, let me know. I'll do everything I can and then some. And if I don't know, I will find out.
I was just chatting with Grayman here, Colin, about the reasons why I go and I hang around on different channels outside of prepping is because obviously here our host is an archery expert. Archery expert in the traditional archery, right? So that's fantastic knowledge that you can't get anywhere, but is invaluable to a prepper. Same with Quebec Homestead. Amazing knowledge on
gardening.
On organic gardening. She's doing some orchards, herbs and all those. Horses.
She's got her horses too.
Milling their own timber off of their own land. All kinds of stuff, right?
Syrup making. They made their own syrup. They processed their own syrup from their own property, which was really, really cool. I've always wanted to try that fresh maple syrup from a tree. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, you take a guy like Colin, who's a archery expert, someone like Mallory from Quebec Homestead, who's got all this knowledge regarding homesteading, and then a guy like Mark, who knows all this stuff about wild edibles and all that, right? So you get three people like that on a panel. That is a freaking amazing panel.
Yes, sir.
Oh, then you got Johnny Harper. Then you got Cliff from Foxhead Outdoors. Those guys do container gardening to the nth degree, and that's something. I mean, they're really good at what they do.
I met Johnny through North Shore.
Yeah, Johnny he's an amazing man. I said all I can tell you.
I've been trying to support Johnny. Well, you guys know that when I do my live streams, my awesome moderators just blow up links to other channels, right? And I love that, because that's how it's shared out, right? That's how these small channels with amazing knowledge can be held up to share the message more, right?
Yeah, I help Johnny out. He helps me out. He helps me make me a chili recipe that was based out of a comic book. I know it's don't get me wrong. Don't laugh.
Look at Drop's
It
Family Garden.
it was considered one of the hottest chilies in DC Comics. It's a real recipe. He made it on his channel.
That's awesome.
And he's actually going to be sending me a couple jars, and I'm going to be eating them live on my channel when I receive them. The hot version and the modified version for me, because I can't really handle hot stuff. I'm a wimp.
I'm right there with you, Colin.
I'm a wimp when it comes to hot stuff. I don't do those tamale, hot, spicy things, channel things. I can't do that.
That's Cliff's business over at Fox and Outdoors there.
Yeah, he actually grows that stuff.
Screw all that business. Unless you can weaponize it.
Right?
Oh, looks like Cliff just left.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he just left.
Drops Family Garden in the chat there is saying they're chopped liver. So
they're not chopped liver. If they want to come up here, they're more than welcome to come up here.
That's that's going to make me go check them out because we see thousands of other people in chats or whatever, and we don't know everyone who's got a channel. So hey Scott, how you doing?
Yeah.
But, and we don't have time to check out everyone that's got a channel. But that's somewhere I'm going to be stopping in. Drops Family Garden there.
Yeah,
Having a look.
I agree, man. It's like I try to
Rolling Homestead's in the chat there, Mark. Yeah, exactly. Pepper spray. You can weaponize it for sure. All that hot stuff.
I got to answer someone in the chat. They're asking about the takedown bow. Light draw I would go with something it's like an ILF style bow, which allows you to switch out the limbs. So a Samick Sage is a good starter bow for those people getting started. It's a reasonably priced, around about $129. Shipping is really good. Mark is coming back.
He's in
I'm not sure what.
Oh, he's up. Whoa! Now you're
What happened?
He's
I saw Sean was on there, and I'm like, what the heck? I was up there, Sean didn't come up there. Now I left, now Sean comes up there. I'm like, okay, I got to go back on there now.
Okay.
Hope you're well. I was just, I'm not sure if you were listening or not, but I was just explaining to the folks there kind of where I met you, and I think it was on a live stream from Mallory's when you guys were doing Mal was doing a live stream completely about wild edibles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing panel, and that was one of the best live streams I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was with me I think that was me and Wilderstead was on that one.
Wilderstead, okay, yeah, there was a couple other people in that panel too that added some great value. Like people that just do it like every day, even in through the winter, whatever. You can still get your wild edibles outdoors. Just some fantastic information to be had there.
I had to give bounce some information about some archery stuff. You bow hunt, don't you, Mark?
What?
You bow hunt, don't you?
Yeah, I got my compound bows though.
No traditional bows, huh?
No, I worked at Gander Mountain. I did a lot of I worked in their archery side of things for probably 5 years. So tuning bows, I actually got to meet the guy from Bear Shaft Tuning. He took you want to talk about something cool, is he took my bow and two other guys that were in the bow shop together, and he took my arrows, and I had the graphite arrows, I think they were Beemans, and takes my feathers off after I fletched them and I clocked them. It stripped some babies right off there. You want to talk about somebody ticked off?
I bet.
So then he takes my bow, never shot my bow, ever. No, my bow was, it's a Hoyt, and it's a competition bow, so it's got a 70-pound draw on it, a pull on it, and it's only got a 25% relief on it, because up here, Boone and Crockett, if you got a bow that's got a relief of more than 25%, you can't use it for Boone and Crockett. So he takes my bow and he shoots 3 arrows right into the bullseye. He never shot my bow, and I said, "How did you do that?" He said, "You don't need to have pussy."
We're doing good. We got a good panel going on here.
Yeah, I've had a couple brewskis, so I'm going to be brief. But I've been dropping seeds in the ground since I was 5. I do prepping. Obviously, I've been working on a few prepping items here in one room. I got a few more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm there. I'm the medical part of it. I need help on. So, if I ever meet you up and I see your face, I know who you are. I know you got medical training. Other than that, I've been doing prepping for a long time. I grew up that way. We always have 2 or 3 years worth of food in the house. Okay.
That's cool.
Way to do water. Well, I grew up as a Mormon, so we prep anyway. But I'm not a Mormon anymore. But there's great things that we can do. And I did wild edibles in the Northwest. I did a video on that. Explain, show people where to go to link it and see what the plants look like so they can eat stuff out here. And that is one thing that's important is how do you find food? Gray man, you know what I'm saying?
Great
Yeah.
caveat on that locally.
I understand completely.
I can have a book of wild edibles, but if it's for Nova Scotia and I'm in British Columbia, it might not do me any good.
Right. And I gave other links too for other places on the, North American continent, at least, where you could go look up and see and download if you needed to for pictures and stuff. But there's also a herbal medicine book that I actually picked up that I actually love. And I don't know if you ever actually looked at that medical book, but I've been telling people for a long time now to buy that medical book to identify herbs that you can actually use, and you can actually make the salves, the syrups and everything else.
Which book is that? If I may ask.
Well,
Which
let me grab it for you real quick, and I'll show it to you all.
Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 second too, as well.
Yeah, it's important to have copies, like hard copies of this kind of stuff on your shelf so that, if everything gets jiggy with the power or the internet or whatever, and you can't bust it down anymore, or you don't have it on a stick or a hard drive or whatever, you're kind of screwed if you don't already know. If it's not in your library, right?
So
Right.
I believe in hard copies.
There we are. I was just supporting what you just said there.
So I've seen that one. I don't own that one yet.
I've actually sent this to a couple of people, maybe about when I was doing well in my business, about 8 people. I sent this book to them. It's about $32.
That's not bad.
And it has very detailed stuff in it.
That's very cool.
And it tells you how to make all kinds of natural medicines out of herbs. This book is the one to go for. Encyclopedia Herbal Medicine, and 550 remedies, herbs and remedies, common elements, and it's a cavalier, whatever. I put this up many times. I believe in hard copy prints of material because if the internet goes down, you're not going to have those resources and references.
That's exactly what I was saying while you're off screen.
Trying to see if I can.
Yeah,
one.
I think this is an old book I have.
That one.
Now I'm just an old guy, man. But there you go, right there. What does that say?
Physician's desk reference.
Yeah,
There it is.
Because I think this is the same.
This is an old book I have for a long time, but talks about medicines they use. And there's a whole thing about it here. This thing's like a Bible on pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
That's a valuable book. That's why I keep it. Because,
that's cool.
I'm not really good at medicine. I mean, I really am, but I'm not. If you got a shotgun wound or something like that, I could cure it. But I'm not a doctor. Okay.
Lost Mark.
I mean, there's some really good books out there. Like I said, this was one that I keep in my pack because it shows you, and inside the book, it just has really detailed, let me see if I can find a page for you guys where, it breaks down stuff really good and visuals and stuff like that. It makes it for someone who doesn't know much, but gives you an idea how to do certain things. You know what I mean? And I agree with you. With the grid goes down, you're not going to have access to Google and all this other stuff that people normally use for stuff.
Yeah, you have to. And the first thing I'm gonna do for a shotgun wound, I'm gonna find a tampon and shove it right in there if I can't find anything else. Because you know that those packs they have that expand when they slap them on for the soldiers.
Mhm.
You know
Same
that
thing.
one. But if you can't find that, tampons are going to be more available.
Right.
You have to think about it. And then, how many people know how to sew? I mean, do you have a sewing kit in your bug out bag?
I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do too. You know
'Cause I mean-
why?
Because you
Same
gotta need
reason.
it.
Same reason. If somebody gets a shotgun wound, you have to actually sew them up. Otherwise, you're
Yeah,
gonna
you can.
bleed out. They're gonna bleed out.
I want to support that by saying, I'd like to add to that. Keep some super glue in your some contact cement in your
Yep.
medical portion of your bug out.
That was actually developed by the military for that particular purpose.
Yep.
Super glue was.
Contact cement.
Yep.
Most
And
people don't
Margin
know
was-
that. That
And
and
having-
M&M.
And having a sewing kit with multiple, needle thicknesses, because I mean, you could also use it for, rip tarps and stuff like that. There's so many uses that you can use that stuff for.
You can
I
use
keep
it
my
for
leather
fishing
repair
hooks too, by the way.
Yeah. And
Anybody got this in your bug out bag?
oh yeah.
We don't get that.
Yeah,
We don't get
actually, I
that
do.
here.
Actually, I do. I was reviewing my bug out bags today, and
Put it in your bug out
actually,
bag if you don't have it.
yeah, the little strappy light right here. This thing right here, I replaced the batteries on it. You see what I'm talking about? That is a headband for lights, so you can see in the. I can see in the dark anyway. Well, I'm about 40% now of what I used to be able to do.
I want to support somebody just said in the chat there. Curved needles, curved upholstery needles. Are in
Leather.
your,
I use some leather needles for that for when I do leather work.
Fish hooks were pretty good too, by the way. Depending on which ones you buy, you can buy them in like.
Fish hooks. You got to have the non-barbed ones.
You can always cut them off with a knife. I mean,
and file them down. Yes, you can.
yeah. I keep little things like this around. These are my little go-to in the when I'm not carrying, right? This is called a black widow. This is a full tang throwing knife. And these things right here, they have a little black widow on them. I don't know if you can see the black widow, right?
Yeah.
You throw these hard enough, like I can throw. These are nice little things to have around. Just little toys. But they can do some damage. They actually are guaranteed to go 4 inches into the skull.
In regards to Mark's comment, I use another thing that's really cheap that you guys can use is staplers. The medical staplers. They're really cheap. They're not that expensive, man.
Yeah, I got some of those.
Yeah, quite handy.
I've had staples before myself. I understand it's not fun, but it works.
They're simple to use, and they're very, very easy to use. It's like
it's a field expedient method of closing up, just like the crazy glue.
No.
Thanks, great.
Well, a staple gun is pretty good, but you have to have air pressure on it, right?
No.
The hand ones.
You do this, click.
Yeah, it's a disposable thing. It's preloaded with staples. I mean, you can get them for about under $10 on Amazon.
Let me go see if I can pull one out.
Yeah, it has the CO2 pressure thing on it, right?
No, not at all.
It's all mechanical. Let me see here.
See if I can beat North Shore to it. There we go. Let me get it right.
Yeah, a sterile skin stapler is like $10 on Amazon right now.
What do you think about those bandages that actually kludge? Gray Man, have you thought about those? How effective are those? I've been thinking about buying those. The bandages where you put them on and you just compress it.
Oh,
Compression bandages?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they work great. You can. I use the Israeli compression bandages to stop bleeds and stuff like that.
Okay, I wanted to know about that because I was thinking about getting some of those.
Okay, so here.
Johnny Harper is in the house, to let you know. He's a friend of mine.
Who's that?
Yes, they got them on Amazon for like $10.20, Sean.
Yeah.
So these are your handheld staplers. This is the Oasis brand, I guess. And when they sell them, they come preloaded with staples. Now I'm sure you can probably buy recharges for that. They also come with
Hey, don't forget this as well.
your staple remover.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, North.
No. They're sold in tandem, or at least where I.
Guess who's here?
They are. Johnny.
There's
Johnny Harper.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing, brother?
Hi guys, how's everyone doing tonight?
What's up, brother?
Good. Your ears must have been burning, Johnny.
Just talking about staplers.
Oh, nice, man. You got a
Medical staplers.
meat stapler there?
Medical. Oh yeah, meat. Yeah, human.
It's for what you need it for.
Cool. Hey, Greg, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Not a lot. I just got off work, man. I'm in a parking lot having my beer here.
Hey, gotta
Cheers,
relax,
Johnny.
man.
Yeah. How's you guys' night?
Pretty good. We've been talking a lot about you.
Amazing things have been happening, Johnny.
I thought my ears were ringing, Gray Man.
We've been talking about you, Johnny, and guess what? Guess who got raided tonight?
Colin?
Twice this week so far.
I could see.
Well, you got to raise two arms when you do that, Colin.
Yeah.
Because you got raised twice, man.
Yeah.
Raised from the grave. There you go. And you guys have such wonderful channels. I just don't understand why there's not more followers and subs. I mean, that's got to happen, right?
That's why I try and show
Well,
them.
my personal content of videotape and videos and stuff is choppy at best. Not the quality of everybody else's. I mean, I'm terrible at filming.
Yeah, but the quality of content, as far as the value of what you actually expounds out, is makes a difference. Okay.
I hope so.
I mean,
I just try to help people as best I can with what I know. And
I do the same thing.
Johnny knows, and Sean knows, and now that Gray knows, and you and everybody else who's in chat knows. I mean, I just do my best.
If anybody doesn't know already, and this, I'm just going to go out on a limb on this, but I think Gray Man got merch.
I was talking to Colin about that.
I'm looking at your shirt, Gray. I'm looking at your shirt.
I know. I was lurking.
Get on there.
So is this like a intergalactical, interdimensional thing, or what? I just want to know. Give me a break. Yeah. That's a joke.
Nah, we're just busting Gray Man's chops.
Honey, I can't hear you.
Just loving him.
Like I was gonna tell Drops on that note, man. I mean, I went to go hit the like button just now, and I was 201 out of 200. So, and we have a community here. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter how many people we have, but we got each other.
Yeah.
And man, we're like tight contact, man. Every day we're all together, man. Like, either in the comments or on the videos and everything, man. And
We're on the phone, Johnny.
Too cool, man. Too cool.
Yeah, I like everybody here. That's why I visit your channels, and I've had a few people that have been sour apples, and one of them I had to actually just ban completely because he was just like a total manipulation. I didn't like that. I saw it like that one employee that always sours the grapes, that always gets everybody else in trouble, and then they just really roll across the road. And I didn't want to do that, but I did. But I like everybody I associate with.
Doing
in
things
fact,
like that,
if I come to Hawaii, you know what? I'm going to come over to your house, Johnny, with my daughter. Right? We're going to have a good time. We're going to barbecue in hell.
Oh,
I'm gonna come over to Sean's and hell, we're gonna have a good time too. You know what I'm saying? In Colin's house.
Of course, yeah. No, if you guys are coming here, you guys are all welcome to come over. I'll cook you guys a great meal. I'll take you fishing. We'll go rock.
Take me hunting, Johnny. I'll go hunting. We'll get some pig. We'll get, we'll do all that. We'll do a big luau.
We'll go out. We'll go night dive and get a whole bag of lobsters. What we'll do.
I actually
I can't dive anymore.
I actually been to Oahu like 6 times in my lifetime, and I did see Don Ho about 3 times. So that was great, awesome.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
cool.
Man, Oahu's the big city. I only go over there to go and see shows. Like last time I was there, I saw Queens of the Stone Age, and I saw Primus, and then I went and partied, and I went and hit the Strip. I can't be out there, man, because I'll wind up in jail. I'm not a city.
Yeah, 30 years ago, I went to Honolulu
Queens of the
a
Stone.
couple times,
Queens
and
of the
I
Stone
really
Age
did
will
not
send you to
like
jail.
Honolulu.
Dude,
I'm telling you right now.
I'm a country kid. You put me in the city, and I don't say no to anything. So people tell me, "Oh, let's go do this, Johnny." I'm like, "I'm in." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Same way. That's why I live out in the middle of nowhere. You know?
So I gotta push out because my friend's gonna go and give me a ride here. Man, I just want to drop in and tell you guys
Thanks
how
for
much.
coming, Johnny.
Yeah, man, you guys are awesome, man, and thanks for having me all the time, putting up with all my obnoxious comments.
You're awesome, brother.
There's no such thing as a Johnny.
Great video this week.
Thank you.
I haven't submitted my comments yet, so you need to hold that judgment in your hands, okay? Because
Right.
you don't know.
I'll be lurking, man. I'll be lurking like Gray Man over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been trying to put out some good stuff that people. I just been trying to put out some good stuff that people need to know, and my parents in the last 4 months, I've lost my mother and father, so it's not been great for me.
My condolences on your loss.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm okay with it because I accepted what was going to happen, but my 2 sisters, I'm still trying to cheer them up and be a good brother. And it's hard because they start going, oh, I'm like, okay, then remember the good times and stuff like that. That's what is important to me, is trying to cheer them up and keep their spirits up, because I'm fine. I accepted what's going to happen. I knew what's going to happen, but I wanted to make sure that they're happy. You know what I'm saying, Johnny?
Yeah, no, I understand completely. And they need that support, actually.
Yeah. I'm the man of the family now because I'm the oldest,
That makes sense. Well, you're the oldest sibling, then, it kind of falls in your lap at that point.
Yeah, the oldest male. Yeah.
I'm the middle. So, the way it worked for me.
I was an only child, so
Well, that's the reason, Johnny.
I have a sister, but she's not from the same dad, and I didn't get to meet her until she was 20. She came in from Vietnam, and
I get it.
My family got like smuggled over here when Vietnam was going through communist conflict back in the late 80s, and we had to give them fake passports and stuff. They all came to live with us at once, but they had to migrate to the Philippines. They were living in the Philippines for a hot minute, and then my cousin, one day at school, we went to the same school, we were in gym class, and she told me about it, and I didn't believe her, and I went home. My dad was sleeping, and I woke him up, and I told him about it, and he's like, "No way, no, your mom would never do that, this and that," because she never told him that she had another kid with some other guy. And at that point, that was when I got sent away.
Yeah. I have a friend like that. Him and his wife. He actually, Tamai was from Vietnam, northern Vietnam, and stuff like that. And he owned a restaurant, and they were great friends with us in Atlanta. He also was cousin with a place that they own, a Chinese restaurant over there in Norcross, Georgia, and they eventually shut that down because I don't know, they had some family conflict, but it was great. I went over there all the time and ate Chinese food. As great, even though they were Vietnamese.
I was supposed to be in the Philippines, man. I was supposed to be in Baganga, and I was supposed to be back in Vietnam last July, but then the vid came, and I couldn't travel. And luckily, I turned down that trip because I was to be out there like for about 4 weeks. I was going to be gone for a month, and I wouldn't have made it back if I was out there. I would probably just be getting back now.
Is that the southern island over in the Philippines, or is it?
Yeah, it's in Davao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just had a big earthquake there, by the way.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember when I was in the Navy, I actually, going back to the base, you had to watch out and just don't step on the big toads. You know what I'm saying? Those things are huge. They're like cats,
Yeah.
or bigger. That was fun.
Out there, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Look at how
I
interesting.
love the Philippines. It was a great place to be.
Me
Look
too.
at how interesting this panel is. There's not only great people with fantastic information here, but it goes beyond the information that we can share. Like everyone also has a story too, right? To take
I've been around the world,
kind of to where we
Sean.
are, right? But I just wanted to shout that out and uphold my brothers panel and in the chat, brothers and sisters at the same time by doing so.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
One thing that you learn about the world when you travel around it, that everybody's the same. They just want the same thing. They, the topography changed a little bit, but everybody just wants to raise a family and be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They don't want all this crap.
No, and they deserve to too. Within every human right. I mean,
Exactly. That's where we have a human contact, is because everybody in the world just wants to be part of a family, be part of the human race, and we just want to, have peace and love and joy in our life and raise families. That's all there is to it.
It's pretty simple. It seems simple, but it's like super complicated. Hold on, just a second. No, you're good, dude.
Yeah, it's super complicated because you have distractions that move you from point A to point B, or to a decision of politics, or freedom. But you have the right to have a family, be happy, and enjoy your life. I don't know about y'all, but just like I discussed with Johnny, a couple of live streams ago over at Cliffs, I really love my wife. I wish she was here today. She's gone. It sucks.
Yeah, cherish what you got at the time, because guaranteed tomorrow is not promised to any of us.
Yeah, and Prepper Nurse One says the same thing. You know what I'm saying, in a certain different way. But you don't realize what you had until it's gone. I wake up every day without my wife. Over 20 years, it would be 24 years now today if she was still alive. She died of cancer. It sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry you were telling me that, and I can't begin to know how you feel, because like I told you in that last chat, man, my wife's my best friend. Yeah,
they are.
Me
They're
too.
your best friend. They got your back. They love you no matter what.
Hugs drops.
Even when you get too drunk and you fuck up and they read you the right list of all the shit you've ever done wrong, they still love you.
Your best and your worst, which is good.
You're really preaching to the choir on that with me, man.
I know, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
When you found the true one that you love, man, they just, no matter what, they're always sticking with your ass. Even if you're the biggest dumbass in the world that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this guy over here, me.
I hope everyone in the world knows what true love really is. Because if they don't, man, I'm so sorry, but they missed out. And maybe their one true love would be Yeshua and Yahweh, the Father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God and the Son of God.
Well,
because
you wouldn't believe how many people don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
There's a lot of people out there, they don't know and they don't care. You know what I mean? There's a difference in that too. You know what I mean?
And I pray for them every day. I do.
Yeah. So, and if you try and tell them, they're not going to believe you, man. You know what I mean?
I know.
It's not something that you can go and tell someone about. Yeah.
If anybody's interested, there's a really good archery link for a takedown bow I want to check out.
Oh,
sorry.
So, Colin, how's that shipment going, dude? Did you ship out that bow?
Yep, I did it this morning.
Oh, rad. Awesome.
I already talked to Greg O'Day, the winner of my live stream contest, and sent him the numbers and everything he needs, and he should be getting it on Thursday.
Oh, nice. Nice, man. We'll have fun unboxing then.
He said he's going to do an unboxing video and get some arrows and do some shooting with it. I hope he really enjoys it because it's a very beautiful bow.
Yeah.
You know, I got a killer instinct bow, Colin, and it's a 380 feet per second compound crossbow. I've got to get my daughter out there and start using it because I need her to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to teach her how to use.
I use one of these.
How old's your daughter?
She's almost 19, Johnny.
Oh, okay. She's a little older. She won't have a problem then.
Oh yeah, she's pretty strong. She's 5'11".
Oh,
I'm only 6'1", and I'm only 215 pounds, and I'm not fat, so I'm mostly muscle. So I'm too, I'm like a football player.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, she's pretty strong, pretty big. My sister is 5'11" also.
Wow. Yeah, she's taller than me. I'm only 5'7". So.
Yeah, well, you can stand next to my other sister. She's only 5'4". Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, a little bigger. I won't feel so insecure.
Well, an average Dane, which is 6'1", I'm an average Dane because I'm mostly Dane and Swedish. So there you go.
You ever go out there? I hear Copenhagen is awesome.
Yeah, the magazines you can get at the hotels have call girls on them, and you can call them up. Yeah, I did that like 30 years ago.
We talked about that one night drop
for engineering.
I was actually thinking more about Noma. That would be my reason to go out there.
Listen, what? I don't mean to interrupt anybody's chat, but Drops, very nice to talk to you. Johnny Harper, always wonderful to see you. Gray Man, good to see you. Colin, our wonderful host, thank you ever so much. But I'm just going to drop down out of chat, the panel here, and just jump into the chat. So I'm, just shut this light off out of my face and just chill and enjoy what you guys are saying. Okay?
Yeah, Sean. It's great seeing you, Sean. Yeah. I mean, now you know a face to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've seen your face, but I mean, at least you know who I am, and
Yes, sir, I do. And it's always good to interact with you. It's always great with your comments, and especially in these live panels. If I see you up on one, or if I happen to be on one where we're participating together, it's always a nice thing because you do always have good things to share.
Yeah, I've been prepping for a long time. I was born a prepper before they even thought about being preppers, and
coming up. How you guys doing?
We just called it life back then. We had a year's old food in the pantry, and
there's the kids.
And
say hello. Say hello.
Glenn is hiding.
Hey.
They're so cute, Johnny.
Hey.
Sometimes I look at babies, and when people have new babies in the supermarket, I was like, maybe I'll get married again and have more children. It's like, think about it. It's like, no. On your head. But they're so cute, when they're that age. I remember when my daughter was 5. Oh, Jesus. Now she just punches me and says, shut up.
Hey,
I got that, Dad.
Johnny, Mark over from Rolling Homestead saying hi in the chat.
Hey, Roland. How you doing?
You are awesome, Mark. And it is awesome to hear from you. I just made it back to the homestead here. So
we can see that, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm over here.
With that, I'm jumping down, guys. Thank you, Colin, ever so much for hosting.
Have a good night, Sean.
Anytime, Sean. You know
it's
that.
Great talking to you, brother.
I'll catch you on yours.
Later, brother.
Man, keep exploring these smaller channels. Hold
yeah,
up
definitely, for sure.
Your brother and your sister, guys. Love yous.
Yeah, you're a brother, and Mal's a sister, and Johnny's another brother, and Colin's another brother, and Grayman's another brother.
We can never have too many brothers.
We're all together. Yeah. We're all together. Stand together.
Yeah. I like the fact that we, it doesn't matter where we're at, we're family.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if we're by blood, it's by choice, which is even better.
Agreed.
Yeah. Actually, I'm getting my place ready to sell up so I can, I'm redoing a bunch of stuff. I'm selling it. I'm getting frick out of Washington State, and I'm moving to Texas or southern Missouri. Okay, I'm moving. I'm done.
I'm from Iowa, so wouldn't be too far from me if you go to Missouri.
I ain't going to Iowa.
No,
I still remember Columbus. I don't like Cleveland because it's right there before the mountain. It goes right into a little pit. I've been there before.
No,
like I said, I've been all over the country.
The headlight.
Southern Missouri is great. I mean, that's where the Ozarks are, man. Southern Missouri, that Southern Missouri Arkansas border area.
Oh, that's where I'm moving, brother.
Yeah, that's a nice spot.
Most likely. I don't want to mention it, but maybe the girlfriend would like to be there because she's already in Western Texas.
That makes sense.
There we go.
I'm in Texas.
I am.
Actually.
There we go.
Every
There
night.
we go. Now put it on and flash it.
Every night.
Oh, please.
Do that shit to you.
After work, it's time to go and get the chickens out and do some farm work. It's time to go and pick weeds. It's time to go and flush the garden out, check all the rat traps, clean out the chicken coop. Man, there's a lot of work to do after work.
Check for the raccoons. Yeah.
Don't forget to practice your bow, Johnny.
If I get time, I will. I got to be in early tomorrow, man. My shifts, I got early bird the next 2 days. So tonight.
Well, let me grab my bow and show you that one first, okay?
Yeah, sure. Yep. There you go, Cole.
See that? Okay, Greg, you see what he's doing with he did the same bow that I got. He put it in that quiver right there. Okay, let me make him go full sized on that one. Give me a second. Solo. Check that out. Johnny, could you hold that up, please?
Yeah, sure.
Show them the way you got it.
Dude, I'm wrecking. Hold on a second here. I'm knocking over my wife's pictures here.
Yep, that can just fit right on your back. With your got all your gear right there.
Yeah, I got the gloves
Sweet.
and everything, little pouch, and yeah, good to go.
And if anything ever happens to your limbs, you can swap them out.
Exactly. Like I told you, I'm gonna try. I hope, Colin. I hope. Sorry, let me turn this off. I hope that I can find some carbon fiber limbs for this thing.
That's pretty cool.
I'd really like to find carbon fiber, like just because I'm all about like textiles and stuff like that. But it operates. This bow operates fine how it is, man. And I'm really, really, really happy with this, and I'm so glad that you recommended this and you sized me up for this because it's just perfect. It's just a dream to shoot, man. I like I was telling Colin last week. I enjoy shooting this more than I enjoy shooting my compound bows. So I got a couple of compounds laying around here that I have fun with and horse around.
Cool with the crossbow.
Man, yeah. Well, yeah, I got the crossbows too. Ooh, there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here's my little toy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here you go, props. Here you go, bro. There we go.
I don't have a crossbow here.
This is my little toy. It's 380 feet per second.
That's
and
awesome.
I've got the broad tips on the arrows.
What's the draw on that?
Oh, I don't know. I can pull it. It's got a drawstring.
I've got to use the string on both of these. This bad boy is really hard. This is a 575 FPS.
Oh, wow.
And then this one right here is 420 FPS. So
well, those are bigger. Those are better than this one.
Oh, these things are pissed. Yeah, and they're a bit heavy. Like I wouldn't hike with these. This is like more like man, you're gonna want to go and hunt and take it in your truck and then do short hikes and or stamp in a tree stand or something like that.
I think this one's like 23 or 27 pounds, but it's no more than a rifle, you know. But
yeah, I got a crossbow that's a recurve as well. I don't have out right now, and I can crank it like nothing, and it still has like the power, you know, of like a recurve or a regular compound, and I like that, and it's super light. But for these bigger ones, I hiked with them, and man, it'll wear you out hiking. Even for a guy like me, I don't get tired, man.
I know this one will take down a deer easily. An elk, I've shot elk with a 300 Magnum before, and sometimes you have to chase them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, my preferred
You
bow.
ever been elk hunting?
I have not. My Black Widow.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Okay,
super.
here. I will see if I can get this to show up here. Bear with me here.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. This is a Samick.
Oh, nice.
That is cool.
Wow.
Yeah, see the draw weight on that, folks?
Yeah.
68.
No. 74.
74. Okay.
I'm a smaller guy. It wouldn't work for me.
I'm only an inch taller than you, Johnny.
Yeah. But I'm a skinny guy, man, dude.
Well, that I will agree, but
But
archery is not all about brute strength. It's about technique.
Yeah.
Actually, they used to plant the tip of the longbow into the ground and then pull backwards like this at an angle, if you remember right?
Really?
No, actually, no.
No,
I think they did.
I do historical reenactments. I have a 100-pound bow, and we never done that. That damages the bow. The technique of pulling that it looks really ridiculous when you see somebody actually pull it properly, because your butt is basically sticking out the back of you and everything. It's just really wonky looking. But I have a 100-pound plus bow that I use for that, and the technique is completely different than most. But it's never been touched the ground, because if you damage the bow, you could shatter on you.
So you're going to tell me you put the bow at this angle and then run your butt back and pull the whole damn thing?
No. Actually, you push it out as you're pulling back.
Really? How about Great Man? You into archery, Great Man?
No, I've never. I've seen people do it, but I've never used it. I being so deep in the military, I'm proficient in a lot of different firearms.
Nice.
But those are like you saw Johnny's, how compact it was.
Yeah,
that's one thing I like about bows. You can take them pretty much places you can't take firearms.
Yeah.
And the fact is, you can also just reuse the ammo, which is really, really nice.
Yeah. Now my wife is obsessed with Daryl from The Walking Dead, so she wants a crossbow.
Well, talking to these two gentlemen here, they got crossbows. They know about them more than I do. I am a bow guy. My wife, on the other hand, had a medieval style lever action crossbow that we got for our wedding gift when we got married.
Mm-hmm.
And she loved it. It was a 63-pound draw, beautiful recurve style, until somebody stole it out of our tent one day.
Wow.
Which freaking sucks.
I have a little 80-pound pistol crossbow, but I haven't took it out of the box in over a year.
I don't really, with exception of a very few of the compound pistol ones, the regular recurve style ones are pretty much junk, in my opinion.
Well, it's in the box. I've got a bunch of 4-inch bolts for it, so if I ever need it.
Also, the flushing is not, it's so stiff you can't control the angle of where they hit. I always thought it was the person shooting that could not hit the broadside of the barn from the inside with one of those properly. You got to be able to
use the
accuracy. I'm all about accuracy, repeatedly hitting the same thing over and over again without it flying somewhere where you're not wanting it to. But,
yeah, somebody asked me, "Hey, you 300 Magnum, you just don't have a lot of ammo." It's like, I ain't gonna miss.
That's the thing. You make sure you don't miss.
Yeah, it's. I've been using that gun for deer hunting since I was a kid. It's like, am I gonna miss? No, I'm not gonna miss.
This is what I use. I use these, and I'm really good at these. And I've been shooting since I was 8 years old. Drop. I'm not sure if you knew that, and I'm 53 now. I'll be 54 this fall.
So I've been the same age.
Yeah, I was born in '67, and I've been. It's all no. I know how to shoot, military weapons because I had to.
Oh yeah, when I was in the Navy, they said we're going to go out the range, and they handed me a 45. Shot that 2 or 3 times. Said you're good. They handed me an M1. This was back in the old days. They're still using those damn things in the range, and I popped off about 2 or 3 out there on the M1 and said, "You're good. Get the fuck out of here."
My dad shot those when he was in the Marine Corps back in '63.
Yeah, they still used them over there in San Diego. They actually did when I was over there training in the Navy for boot camp, and they actually did put me out on the range real quick and boom, boom, boom. It's like, get the hell out of here. You know what you're doing. I was doing it. I was hunting my entire life since it was, we used to shoot groundhogs, when I was a kid.
We did rabbits, squirrels, whatever we could, we had to put it in the pot for the most part. It's the way we grew up.
I had a similar type experiences in the Everglades growing up.
He told you he's a Florida boy.
Yeah.
I was born in Florida. I was born in Naples and grew up in Bonita Springs in the 80s, back when there was nothing there. The street I grew up on wasn't paved until the age of 10, and by the time they paved it, I'd moved away and came here.
Ah.
Well,
he's the original Florida man you always hear about in the news.
I moved to the Florida Keys actually for a few years, and then moved out here.
That's where I was born. Was in the Keys.
Yeah.
22 is good for gators, right?
Because Gray Man is Cuban, and I had a lot of Cuban friends up over in the Florida Keys because I lived in Key Largo at a trailer park called Calusa. It was actually an Indian reservation originally.
Right.
And I wound up living in a trailer in there, an air 45-footer. And I was in a 45-footer for about, I think I was there for about 4 years before I came out here. And also, here's a spoiler for you, Gray Man. I made Cubanos the other day thinking about
really?
you.
Oh, man.
Now I'm hungry.
I'm going to post you a shout out.
Oh, yeah. I do make Cubano sandwiches, so.
Oh, dude.
That's me.
A la plancha, the whole nine, bro.
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome, brother.
Bro,
I love those sandwiches.
Yeah.
A lot of people put them down, but those are great.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Just making me hungry again. Not fair.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're looking at a few cooks around here, Colin, so you're in trouble.
Hey, I make my Irish stew. I'm happy with that. And I know my chili, which I sent the recipe to Johnny already. He knows how good that one is.
I got to go, and I got some cooking to do, but I was thinking about Gray Man, and I told my wife, because he hit me back, and then he's like, I was born in Florida, this and that, and I got his message, and I was reading it out to my wife. She's like, that's a good idea. Let's make some Cubanos. I'm like, serious?
Hell yeah, I'm there. Okay, I'm on the flight right now. Me and my kid are getting over there right now. Get the Cubanos ready for me, brother.
Yeah, so she got all the mise en place. She got all the ingredients, man. And I'm like, okay, if we're going to do this, I'm going to film it, man, for him. And I'm just going to give him a small shout out when we do this. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, bro. I'm a sucker for food. I mean, honestly, I trapped my wife with my food. I did. I trapped her. She was like, oh my God, I'm never leaving you. And it's like,
yeah. I met my wife in the kitchen. She's a pastry chef, man.
I've got 1,000 internet wives that love my food. I mean, what the hell am I going to do now? How am I going to explain this to all of them? Seriously.
They just got to share. They have to share.
Speaking of wives, my wife is telling me it's time to take my behind to bed.
Did you say yes, dear?
Of course.
That's how I survived 20 years. Okay. Just tell
I've got to get going. Guys, I have to say this. I have to get going myself. I am exhausted. I'm losing my thought left and right, but I love the fact that I could keep going until I dropped.
Definitely nice to meet some new faces and stuff.
Yes, drop. I did.
And finally get to talk to Johnny.
Yeah. I got to talk to both of you guys. I mean, I have, it was really awesome meeting you, Gray and Drop.
You probably never met me, Colin and Gray.
Not visually, no, but I've talked to you in the chats more than a few times. And Gray, I watched your stuff multiple times. I just, never thought you'd, pop in on my channel.
I was looking. I'm trying to expand my horizon, so that's I'm starting to kind of like dibble and dabble a little bit everywhere. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I like the fact that we have a lot in common with the military stuff and all that stuff, which is really freaking cool. Yeah, and if you ever look at archery stuff, let me know. I will.
Will do.
I'll listen with any archery info I can help you with. And like I said, you might be interested in if you want to go that route for like less than $100, but you can get like a 60-pound bow if you're interested.
No, I'm always interested in other options. So, like I said, I like to do things in triplicates. I like to have multiple backup plans.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay, then check this out. Let me put this up here. I got something to show you. Check up that link.
Okay. Pull it up.
I found this last week, and I'm just like totally shocked. It's not a Samick, but it'll work.
I've seen it, and I'm thinking about getting one actually.
Yeah, it's pretty affordable too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and it's also got the same kind of limbs that you could swap out for different size limbs depending on your skill level.
Okay.
And the fact that it's a Mandarin duck, black hunter.
I was thinking that's a good.
It also comes in a recurve style as well, but I don't know if this particular link has that one. But for that price, you can't really beat it.
Right.
And the thing is, it'll pack up into a pack or whatever you're using, and you'll have it on hand. I mean,
I was thinking, Colin, that's a perfect truck bow. Let's stick that.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's cheap enough. If something happens to it, whatever.
What do you suggest for the size? Because it says they have 40 to 60 pounds or 30 to.
I've actually got to look at you standing up and your arm length and stuff like that. That's how I did Johnny's. It works better if I can see you in person, but if I could do it, see you stand up and move around, I could probably get a basic gist of how much you need to pull.
Yeah, no, he got me perfect.
Yeah, because I would stand up, but I mean, I don't know if you want to put that on the live right now.
I understand. It doesn't have to be today, but I mean, we can talk about it later. We'll actually make a whole day about how to size a bow for people.
Okay.
Well,
I've always look at a person and just pick it.
Colin, I actually closed my laptop up because you're on a TV with me, a 55-inch TV, and I was going to look at what you were showing, but I didn't see it in time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll post it up on the screen. You can see it again. It's still there. The link.
I'm a pretty big guy.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it.
It's on the screen right now. Okay.
Right.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, guys.
So
I gotta drop.
It means your draw is probably around between the 29 and 30 range.
Okay.
So you would probably go a little lighter because you'll be pulling longer. So I would say somewhere between 45 and 50, maybe. But I mean, if you haven't practiced yet, then you drop down a little lower, maybe about a 40 to get your practice in. Then swap out the limbs for a higher poundage limb.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go more in depth on it, man.
Well, most people don't think you drop down first until you get your technique down. Once that's down, you just bump up your speed, your arrow speed, and your limb power and everything else. Because you really need about 40 pounds.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Martial arts, same way.
Yep.
I was in martial arts for over 10 years.
Well, a lot of people consider archery a martial art in itself. So
it is. I learned several weapons in martial arts along with self-defense.
I learned like maybe 2 weeks of Tai Chi. That's it. My instructor moved away. He got transferred, so I couldn't do anything. So I don't know much about that at all, other than a few basic katas.
Wrestling is pretty good too, by the way. If you have those combinations of that and all these self-defense things, you're much better prepared. For situations. If you know how to break somebody's arm with a punch or hit them in the stomach and finish them, that's something you don't really want to know.
I've been forced to do martial arts my whole life. I'm Vietnamese.
Yeah, I get it.
I actually learned pressure points in the military for keeping patients down because they don't want to listen to you.
Yeah.
They hate listening to you. They think they know more than you.
I really like Mad Chad's take on that. He's got some great stories, man, and I love watching him.
He was in my channel earlier. I missed talking to him.
Oh,
I need to get. Okay.
Good old Chad, man.
Okay, you've got to go, folks. Come on, we got to. We're all tired. His boss has been telling him he's got to go. So.
Guys.
Alrighty, y'all. Great man. Great seeing you. Colin,
Okay, I'm on
pleasure.
Thursdays
Johnny?
normally, guys, at
Okay.
8 p.m. Central Time. Johnny knows because he's usually here with me on that time. But if you want to come on back, we'll go on there. We'll do it then.
Yeah,
we'll,
depending on the time, I usually get out of work around 9-ish or something like that. So
I'm usually on long,
okay.
generally. I usually go from like 8 o'clock till either 11 p.m. or midnight Central Time.
All right, I'll catch you for sure.
I've been working at home for 20 years for myself, so I have no schedule. I do whatever.
Oh, quit bragging.
I'm not kidding.
I have to work in a warehouse, during the week. So
I'm a web developer, IT guy. I've been working at self-independent for 20 years. And
that's cool.
If anybody wants to know how to do it and want to get on that thing, I can help you out with self-employment at home.
Okay. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. But appreciate it, Colin, for having me on. And
anytime, sir. Anytime. You got more information that I want to know about. And
for sure.
I'm sure I've probably got something you want to know about.
Definitely.
And I talk to everybody about everything because I don't know everything, but I know a little bit of everything, which is not good enough.
Hey, man.
It never is.
Knowledge is great, man. And you're forever learning,
And also networking with people who do know. That's the big, if I don't know something, I know somebody who does know something. And that's my big thing. And I love being able to say, oh, if I know what about herbs, I go to Mark. He knows all that stuff. If I want to know about cooking, there's Johnny. Johnny, can do it. And medical stuff or another, weaponry, the stuff that cool. That helps me learn. I don't do those things anymore, but I used to. But I focused on one skill set and I'm good at it.
Right. No, that's just awesome, man.
Well, it's my passion, as I've always said. It's something I love to do. And there's something about the twang of a bow shot right when it hits the target. It's going to hit where you want it when you release it. And you never forget that. If you ever when you finally get a bow to try for yourself, that's yours. And you hit that target for the first time, knowing where it's going to hit. It's like when you use your AR.
Mm-hmm.
That first shot when you first hit your center bullseye. Same.
Yeah. Sounds
exactly. Awesome. It is. But there's a lot of different nuances with the arrows and the fletching and this, that, and the other thing. But go with what works best for you.
Okay.
That's a lot. So I'm just giving you options to get you started. But everybody, Drop, thank you for coming. Johnny, thank you for coming. Hat, want to talk to you some more. Bounce, definitely talking to you some more. Standing Foot, talk to everybody else. Thank you all majorly for coming this day. This was an impromptu thing. I got asked up here by Lost Product and said, are you doing it live? I said, okay. Because I won a game show that Tyler Woods Bushcraft was doing.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
It was all about bushcraft and all this other stuff. So it was like a Jeopardy style. I just happen to know things. Like I said, I don't know everything, but I know things. My favorite one is the phonetic alphabet for the word environment. Military, phonetics. It's easy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. But it's really, the only hard part is that I'm dyslexic, so I had to make sure I spell the words in order.
I'd have to write it down and look at it and just kind of read it off.
Well, it's just Echo, November, Victor,
India,
Indigo. I think it's Indigo, isn't it? Not India.
It depends because I've noticed I've asked other people in other branches, and sometimes they say other stuff too. But I thought it was India.
I was in both Air Force and Army, so I kind of get them flip flopped. So let's go. I went through the whole thing, and I just have to. They asked me the question. I go. He goes, how'd you do that? I go, isn't it obvious? I always thought it was obvious, but it's cool. I didn't. I flubbed up on the weather stuff, but that happens. But thank you for coming. I will. When's your next live stream?
I think I have Hutch Homestead scheduled for the Tombstone Tuesday, which is from 7 to 8 p.m. is my time slot.
So
Eastern.
probably about 8 o'clock. It'll be about 8 o'clock my time. Or no, 6 o'clock my time.
Yeah, because if you're
I'm an hour behind you.
So yeah, it'd be 6 o'clock your time.
Yep. I could probably do that. But Thursdays is my day usually when I'm on, so it's just easier that way.
Yeah, I usually do. I usually do the Tuesdays. That's a scheduled from 7 to 8 Eastern, and then I do Friday. I just started Friday. I call it the Friday Rewind. Basically, it's just kind of like
you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, where everybody can kind of join in and discuss topics, and just kind of sometimes we just talk about nothing. You know what I mean? Just random stuff like how we did here in regards to certain topics. You know, it's just it's a free for all kind of thing like that. So it's just everybody's invited.
Topics, but I kind of wander.
Yeah, no, I hear you, brother. That's why on the Friday thing, I was like, we're gonna try to stick to this, but you know, wherever it goes, man. We went for about 2 hours.
I average about 3 to 4 hours, and I mean the thing is, I don't plan it. It flows.
Right.
And the thing is, I mean, I say it, but one of the times I actually put in the title and the description, we are not talking about food.
That's great.
And it didn't work. Someone brought up the word pizza, and I was like, well, there we went.
Yeah. I went south from
there. You got to go.
Yeah.
I got to go to bed. My wife is probably wondering where the heck I'm at. Your wife is probably telling you to get off, but I will talk to you soon.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Night.
You as well. Night, everybody. Thank you for coming.